don't need those. Okay. I only have a 3-button controller, so I don't need to set those. Okay. Sonic was never good. Did you see that the guy who said Sonic was never good for like IGN or whatever walked it back? He was like, I take it back. I was wrong. And I was like, what happened?
I barely know him.
Did he play Sonic 3 for the first time? Like what? Theo, oh my goodness. Thank you so much for the $20 tub. I heckin' appreciate it. I'm gonna put it towards that modem. My goodness. Yeah, I've got like a Netgear router modem right now. It's like a C7000 V2 and it's it worked fine. But now it seems like it's having a problem, so I picked up a Motorola G something something something. I don't know what it's called. I don't know how y'all understand me when I'm streaming because I fucking mumble so much. Hang on a sec. Where's my compressor? I'm gonna like bun his mumblecore. Ocarina of Time being a huge waste of players' time. I do remember that like that Ego Raptor video. And I also remember agreeing with it to an extent. Okay. Like I find that video kind of fascinating, and most of the sequelitis videos I find kind of fascinating because while I don't necessarily agree with all of them, I like to see the viewpoint that goes into them. You know what I mean? This is why I like to read reviews for games after I play them. 'Cause like even if I don't agree with them after playing the game, I like to see what other people thought about it from their own viewpoints. 'Cause I find that kind of thing interesting. I kind of find that fascinating. It's nice understanding other people. Yeah, you'd think that. It really should be. Let me see what happened. We found Gibson. He lost his head. We're a junker, and we gotta hunt some snatchers. And that'll be fun. That'll be a good time. Love me some snatchers. Snoochers. Smoochers. They're running around doing kisses on people. Only we can stop them. Metal Gear. Ask. Oh, right, about Katrina. But now her only friend is Alice. Because her dad died. Katrina's Gibson's daughter? He had buffalo meat in his stomach? We gotta find out where that came from.
The existence of the movie Snatch and the game Snatcher implies the existence of another piece of media called Snatchist.
I like Dags. I need to rewatch Snatch. That movie's a masterpiece. The idea of a Metal Gear going rogue and becoming a hard-boiled detective. Yeah. I thought there's a rotary ceiling fan on this spaceship. I mean, it's just an engineering lab. But airflow's important. Our robot friend is named after the actual Metal Gear from the first couple Metal Gear games. From the first Metal Gear game. This is Metal Gear Mark II. Yes. This game takes place after Metal Gear 1. I don't know if Metal Gear 2 happens in this universe. And I think that this happens after Police Nauts. Possibly. Could be the same universe. I'm not sure. There's a few games that like make this a little more apparent, like the Game Boy Color game, Ghost Babel, and the Metal Gear Acid games take place in the same universe where Metal Gear 1 happens, but Metal Gear 2 doesn't. And then Ghost Babel takes place at the same time as Metal Gear Solid, but in a universe where Metal Gear 2 doesn't happen. It's John's dog's name. It was also his wife's name. He named his dog after his wife. That seems weird. I mean, that's probably... I mean, that's fine, but... What? Who does that? I don't know either. Other way around, actually. Oh, he named his wife after his dog. Ah.
No bun. He named his wife after his dog.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Her maiden name was Spot. We named the dog Indy.
I sure hope Comcast doesn't snatch Bun's packets this time.
Thank you, Bandito. Oh my goodness. They will. They probably will. My internet is not fixed. So expect this stream to last a couple hours and then just to turn crunchy. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I need my packets. Meowpenheimer, how you doing? Nanomachines. If you've got nanomachines, you don't ever have to worry about colds or anything. Nanomachine, son. Should we show them some of the stuff we've got? Because we've got like, disc. Take a look at this, will ya? I feel like just from a UI perspective, they could have put the disc on the other side of the screen so that we could see Harry instead of this Marilyn Monroe poster.
We gifted a tier 1 sub to Meowpenheimer. They have given 6 gift subs in the channel.
Ash, thank you so much for that gift sub. Meowpie, welcome to the Court of Hearts, Your Majesty. Y'all, hang on. Can we get a shout out for Meowpie too? Meowpenheimer, good streamer. Very fun. Only slightly evil. Only slightly mad scientist. Don't worry about it. You'll have a good time. Thank you. Wait a minute, I'm pretty sure I heard John talk about having a PC-68 at home. Then we should definitely go to Gibson's home. God of War and Elden Ring were as good as the long drive. Yeah, exactly as good as the long drive. I'm sure I'd like the long drive just as much as I enjoyed Tunic, a game that changed my life for the better. The PC-68, the world-famous PC console that everyone had. Yeah. Wonder where they got that day from. Gibson? I don't know. How's the investigation going, Gillian? Let's smell her. Hi, Canuta. How you doing? Romantic. Is that girl smell I smell? Is that, oh my god, is that girl smell? Would you say Tunic is better with a controller or mouse and keys? Probably a controller, I would imagine. I would imagine. Is that? Heading out checking a few things. I got a couple of leads.
I hear it's amazing when the famous purple stuffed worm in Flapjaw Space with the tuning fork does a raw blink on Harry Carry Rock. I need scissors. 61.
Bun, I was just reading some Final Fantasy VII fanfiction and they brought up something interesting. Did you know Aerith and of all things Mediterranean have a stunning resemblance? They both end up on skewers. Otakon out.
No?
Nice buns. Yes, I know no one has ever made this Jocam original.
Poppy! How you doing? Oh my goodness. Can we get a shout out for Poppy too? Oh my god. What a heckin' sweetie. Poppy is having, let me see, in 3 days? I think it's on the 9th. Poppy's having like a re-debut with a new 3D model and everything. Y'all should watch it. It's gonna be pretty good. Pretty good. Thank you, Canuta. Oh my goodness. No, you know what? That makes sense, because the Mediterranean is where Italy is. And as we all know, Tifa is a member of the Italian Parliament, so Final Fantasy VII, Mediterranean, it makes sense. This is an available username. Thank you for the follow, my fur and whiskers.
Your nose does not want you smelling Mika. No one wants you smelling Mika. Half-light. Wrong. Nerd.
Perception. Success. Half-light fail. Yes, Mika? How are you and your wife doing? Your wife that you divorced? The wife that you divorced? How's your divorce going? I haven't talked with her in a while. Not even on the video phone? You didn't even FaceTime? Oh, you shouldn't leave her alone like that. Make it work? Like, I'll bet she's pretty lonely. What with being divorced from you and all. All right, they're not legally divorced. They're just, separated. Like, what the fuck, Mika? All right, maybe we should visit the apartment right quick. Give her a call. Yeah, basically. They do look a little bit like hot dogs. They look a little bit like hot dogs. Grip my hot dogs tightly, Gillian. I'm gonna have a place to live. Oh my god. I know you have lost your memory, but isn't that carrying the act a bit too far? I'm just trying to make things a little more fun for the folks playing the game. Give me a break. I'm breaking the fourth wall here. Give me a break. Chill out, Metal. It's called exposition. It's for the audience's benefit. This is your living room. For a widower, the room seems rather tidy. What do you mean widower? She's alive. I don't... I didn't know you're playing High on Life. I probably should have ranked that game on my tier list, because, like, no, I haven't played it, but boy do I find it insufferable. No shade on anyone who liked it, though. I mean, it's a specific thing with an audience. Oof. Now it is revealed that Gillian is sleeping in a race car bed. Yo, but that would be rad, though. That would be rad, though. I want a race car bed. That sounds great. Would you sleep with someone in a race car bed, though? I think I might. I gotta do vroom vroom sounds during, though. Mid-coitus. Sorry to shift gears like that. I didn't mean to drive this point home so hard. Automobile. My duty is to support you and observe that you are properly carrying out your responsibilities as a junker. Now I'm double ace. Some observer. You mean informer, right? Well, one could put it that way. Let's look shelf. Gillian, there is a photograph on the shelf. Look out! Yes, it's a very special picture for me. Look photo. It's a picture of Jamie. And a bear. That's her new boyfriend. At the Olympics. Ah, yes, the wife you are separated from. She is very attractive.
Look zero out, Jillian. A poisonous shelf.
Look out, Gillian! A poisonous shelf! Taking minutes before her tragic mauling. Gillian, I have calculated her attractiveness as an HB 9.5. Oh, we should investigate photo for her phone number. 393444. 393444. 39. $39,344. How were they not sued for this? They are
Hi,
probably
Jamie
copyright,
speaking.
right?
Oh, Gillian, how are you?
Gillian! Do you know if she has any ever expressed any interest in miniature robots? She does have a kind of a pink Carmen Sandiego thing going on, and I dig it. It's kind of cool. Ask out on date. Gillian, why didn't you just text? Who video calls these days? Or you can go to a movie theater and there's a bunch of characters sitting in the front row riffing on the movie and they're voiced by the guys from Red Letter Media. Yeah. Yeah, doing an MST3K thing. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. Talk your feelings. No. How's your job going? How's work? Looks like this junker business is more dangerous than I thought it would be. Gillian? But it's still not as bad as boot camp. I'm a lot more relaxed working like this, as a junker. Aren't you pushing yourself too hard? That was pretty scary sometimes. But now I've got a definite goal. Something to live for. I'm a lone wolf who plays by his own rules, Jamie. It's really hard for me to try to tell you. That's alright. Besides, we live near each other. We can meet anytime. I'm glad they're still friends. That's cool. Made Snake look like Sylvester Stallone. A lot of Kojima's characters are modeled after like actual actors or celebrities or characters. Not just in name, but sometimes in appearance. Like in Metal Gear Solid 1, Snake's face is based off Christopher Walken's, which is a weird pull, but if you look, you can see it. But yeah, like in the original MSX, they also had a bunch of other actors, like Sean Connery. His appearance was used for Big Boss. Yeah, it's kind of neat. Yeah, and the name Solid Snake comes from Snake Plissken from the Escape from New York, Escape from LA movies. He also uses the name Iroquois Pliskin as a pseudonym in Metal Gear Solid 2. It's, you know. Travis Touchdown is based off Johnny Knoxville. Is that true? I could totally see it. That's kind of funny. This lady's gonna be a killbot before things are done? Maybe. Maybe. Happy New Year! The year of the Banui is this year, although it starts in February, I believe. Or end of January. When the Chinese New Year happens. But Raccoon Outlaw, it's been a while. I hope you've been well. The protagonist in Death Stranding looks a lot like Norman Reedus. There's also a guy in there that looks almost exactly like Guillermo del Toro. It's wild. And one of them just looks like Mads Mikkelsen. What is going on with that? How can they get away with that? How you feeling, Jamie? How you doing? Hey, I'm getting by all right. How about you, Gillian? You eating properly? Having some buffalo? I'm doing okay. I miss your great paschetti, though. Oh my god, Gillian's such a nerd. What a fucking dork. Who says paschetti? It's me, I say paschetti. I like paschetti. Keeping myself busy so the loneliness doesn't have time to sink in. Is that woman in a microwave? It's a futuristic video phone. In 50 years, everybody's gonna have one of these. How's your job, Jamie? Still working at Kobe Pharmaceuticals? This work really suits me. I just feel like I've been doing it for years. Any sign your memory may be coming back? Afraid not. Can't remember anything about living together with you or having fun together. What about you, Gillian? Like, I know what she means, but also I cannot remember ever having fun with you. kind of a cutting statement.
Likenesses of Norman Reedus, Guillermo del Toro, and Mads Mikkelsen in the same game? Boy, I hope somebody got fired for that blunder. Mwah-hey, mwah-hey, mwah-hey.
True. That's the same for me. I can't remember anything from before I woke up in that bed in the army hospital. Wonder if we can sniff her when we go on a date. Jamie, how you smelling these days? Has anything funny happened to you lately? Gillian, if I was a snatcher, could you kill me? That's kind of out of left field. Why are you asking me questions like that? Well, I don't know. I really don't. I've always liked that part of your personality. But Gillian, be careful. It could get you killed in that job you're doing. You really gotta murder those robots, Gillian. If I was a robot, you should kill me, Gillian. Let's say, hypothetically, I was a snatcher. In this example, I'm a snatcher, alright? Hypothetically. Bum loves a woman who could straight up kill him. I mean, true, but...
Whatever you do, do not ask out on date. Electrochemistry, no, this is how you win her back. And get to forbidden carnal desires. Inland Empire, no, the time has not yet come.
I feel like Half-Light would just be telling me that everybody I meet is a snatcher. You know what I mean? I would like to stream Disco Elysium sometime, by the way. And the thing that I really like about Disco is that your first time through, you really feel like you want to be a good detective and solve the crime and like succeed in the video game and beat the game and do the best possible. But once you kind of get a feel for it, you just want to make the biggest fucking weirdo possible. Like, when I would like to replay Disco Elysium as just the biggest weirdo. And I think going like almost full Half-Light Shivers, like maybe like Inland Empire or Conceptualization, like just pick all of the very strange skills, right? Define weirdo. So the fun thing about Disco is that if you're, so you've got a bunch of different skills. There's like reflexes, strength, empathy, and intelligence, right? And if any of those skills are too low, then you're kind of like, if your strength is too low, you're kind of a weakling. If your empathy is too low, you can't really connect with people. If your intelligence is too low, you're kind of dumb. Like that, they're not called those specific things. They've got different words for them. I don't remember what they are. But what's funny about Disco and what's neat about it is that if your skills are too high, you're also very strange. Like if your empathy is too high, you become that one guy's wife that cries during every movie, and like you're connecting with people way too much and taking on too much of other people's emotional burdens. Like if your intelligence is too high, you're just an insufferable piece of shit who has to explain everything all the time to everyone. It's like, I love it. So like being normal is being like kind of average in everything, you know? Do you Hulk them through walls? Yeah, kind of. Yeah, you kind of get that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's funny because your skills can get too high, and then make you an absolute weirdo. And it's fun because you can min-max your character. And if you do that, you don't make a really good character. You make a really weird character, which is even better. And I kind of love that. And I want to do that. So if I stream Disco, I'm going to min-max into some absolute weirdness. I think. I didn't hear very much from Half-Light when I played. So I want to dump a ton of points into Half-Light to see all of the stuff that it says. You know what I mean? But stuff like Shivers or Half-Light are weird because Half-Light is like your fight or flight response. So like it doesn't pop up very much, but if you put a bunch of points into it, you basically become like anxious and paranoid all the time. And it's kind of neat. I don't know. Hey, Darthelus. You become a ribbon. Or ribbon. I wanted so much more Shivers than I expected. Shivers is very interesting because it's like the city itself. It's your like street smarts, your ability to like hear the town. You become like a noir detective. You become basically, oh my god, what's his name? He's the guy in black and white with the red tie. There was a movie that had Samuel L. Jackson as the octopus. And he was like, toilets are always funny. What movie am I thinking of? Was it The Spirit? I think it might have been The Spirit, yeah. Where he just like talks to the city all the time. Like a big weirdo. Yeah. Agent 47. That's a good guess. Because like black and white, red tie. I get that. Okay. Yeah. I get it. I get how you got there. That's very funny. Oh, thank you, newbie. With lots of shivers, the city talks back to you. Yes, which is neat. Is that the one where Samuel L. Jackson wears a Nazi uniform? Yes. Yes, it's very strange. What a weird-ass movie. It's not very good. It's very weird. A man? Why do you want to know? Well, you know, I just like to keep tabs on you. You jealous. Aha, that's it. You're jealous, aren't you? Don't pick on me like that. Don't worry about anything, Gillian. It's going for my regular exam. Memory recovery treatments. Doctor you know who. Oh, the guy definitely doesn't give me anything to worry about.
Do not pick on me. I will cry.
He would too. For sure. Only seen the end of that movie and I was a very confused child. It's a weird movie. It came out sort of in this generation of stuff like Sin City or 300, where it was like kind of, or like Sucker Punch, where they were like, oh, we can use computer generated effects to make a movie look way too stylized. You know what I mean? The Spirit's another one of those. There was also like Sky Captain in the World of Tomorrow, where they were just like, we're just gonna make the weirdest looking movies. I kind of like some of them. Not all of them. I still haven't seen Sucker Punch. Sky Captain sure was a movie. I like Sky Captain's inspirations better than Sky Captain. You know what I mean? Like, I love pulp. And I feel like Sky Captain is...
Wild Wild West was the
fine.
only
It's
real
fine.
shot we had with inspiring steampunk movies. Sucker Punch just put the nails on the coffin.
Oh no. Gotta fight a giant spider in the third act. Did you know that spiders are the most vicious killers in the insect kingdom? Hi, Dr. Zach. How's it going? Like a dull and gross film. I've heard that. But I've also heard from people who are like, it's dull and gross, but kind of fun in places. And I'm like, okay. And they're like, it's like Jupiter Ascending. And I'm like, I haven't seen that one either. Spiders aren't insects. I know! I know they're not. I was quoting a thing.
I went to see Sucker Punch in theaters. I was glad that I went while nursing a serious buzz.
Don't call. That's probably the best way to do it, yeah. Spooters are friends. They're very good. I like them. Actually, you know what? It's not from the same generation. But in terms of movies that are trying to use special effects to look stylized, I think I would consider the best of them to be Speed Racer. I think Speed Racer is the best of them. It feels different. But it's so fucking good. One of my favorite films. Spectacular. About Speed Racer is that it kicks ass. It super does, yes. One of my favorites also. Also, Slushy Cat, thank you so much for the follow. I'm sorry I didn't thank you. I think I was either offline or having internet issues when you followed. But thank you. Mathichism.
Whoa, whoa.
Thank you for the 16 months. Welcome back to the Court of Hearts, Your Majesty. I was offline. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh. Yeah, the only thing about Speed Racer
I've been informed that Speed Racer is a demon on wheels. He's a demon and he's going to be chasing after someone.
It's true. He's gaining on you so you better look alive. He's busy revving up the powerful Mach 5. And when the odds are against him, and there's dangerous work afoot, you bet your life Speed Racer will see it through. Go Speed Racer. Anyway, that was my first anime. That was the first anime I ever watched. And I fucking loved it. Was obsessed for ages. Was so excited that the directors of one of my favorite movies, The Matrix, were making a Speed Racer live action movie. And after watching the Transformers films, I was convinced it was going to be shit. I dragged a bunch of my friends to go see Speed Racer in the theaters for my birthday, because it came out the same weekend. And it was amazing. And one of my friends, who's a huge Transformers fan, like owns a ton of Transformers, has been watching the show since the 80s, like the biggest Transformers fan, he gave me a hug after the movie and he was like, congratulations, I'm so glad that your childhood show turned live action movie turned out good. And I was like, oh God, I feel terrible. It's like, oh no. The only thing about Speed Racer is that, like, the first 15 minutes with that first race are fucking amazing. And then there's, like, 15 minutes where we have to deal with Spritle and Chim Chim a little bit too much. And they're doing a little bit too much with the effects in the factory and the factory tour and stuff. And, like, I like a lot of that because it sets up a really good conflict and it introduces, like, our villain and everything. And I like all those parts. But, like, there's a little bit too much slapstick and like Willy Wonka shit in there. And then the rest of the movie is a fucking masterpiece. So I wish, I don't know, take out maybe a little bit in there. Maybe make it a little bit different. But other than that, it's fucking perfect and I love it. The new Transformers movies are looking pretty good. Oh yeah. They're doing one with, like, Beast Wars, right? And, like, Beast Wars is cool. Doesn't that just make it authentic to the show? It kind of does. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Man, there's so many references to the show in that movie that go completely unaddressed. Like, there's a scene where Racer X is chasing down this giant truck filled with, like, mafiosos, and it doesn't get named in the movie, but it's based off something from the show called the Mammoth Car, I think, which was just part of, like, a mini arc in one of the races for a couple of episodes. There's a bunch of racers that get credited in, like, just in the credits and are shown in the last race, that are named characters in the show, that, like, don't get any voiced lines, but are absolutely characters from the show. It's very weird. And it's very cool for, like, big, huge Speed Racer nerds. Of which there are, I don't know, maybe half a dozen. I thought the Transformers were only animal based. Beast Wars is pretty good. Beast Wars is pretty good. It's like one of two Speed Racer plots I know, the Mammoth Car. Yeah, it was a pretty early one. I think it's in, like, season 1. So here's a fun fact about Gibson's house from Snatcher, actually, is this house is in Fallout 3. There's a reference to this. If you go to a town called Minefield, there's a building called Gibson's house, I think. And if you go inside, there's a little model of a house, and there's a dead body with that's been decapitated, and his head is in his lap, like Gibson's corpse. And once we go inside this building here, you'll see that there's a little model of a house too. So yeah, there's a little Snatcher reference inside Fallout 3. It's kind of cute. I don't know. Somebody who worked on Fallout 3 liked Snatcher? Cool. Weird reference.
Fun. Spoil, oh wait, I've watched you play this before.
Investigate house. The door in the front is the main entrance. There does not appear to be a doorbell. How about if we try knocking? Knock. Got hyped when I saw that. It's kind of a subtle reference too. Sort of neat. Who is it? Tall.
After listening to Bun read all the dialogue in this game thus far, show of hands who would want Bun to tuck them in and read them a story?
Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll read some of, I really like Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, so maybe I'll read some of that sometime. That could be cute. I know, I think Nelligan requested it on the stream suggestions on Discord. Maybe. You're Katrina, right? I'm a junker. I just started down at Junker headquarters. My name's Gillian Seed. Oh, thank you, Sonic. Pretty sure the chief would have let her know. Read a good story for once? Yeah, exactly. Usually what I'm reading is kind of garbage.
Fun. I really like Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. Me. Looks fun over. You don't say.
Surprise. Can I post a link? Yeah, absolutely. Are you really a junker? If you are, then show me some proof. Proof? Your junker ID, of course. Pause the stream, read a poem. Maybe you could do the same with some Carol prose? Possibly. I think I read The Hunting of the Snark on stream before. Which is one of my favorite Carol poems. I like that one a lot. It's very funny. Well, it looks genuine to me. I can't trust you with just that. Tell me how old my father is. If you're a real junker, you'd know that.
Ooh. You're the White Rabbit from Wonderland. I thought you were just really into Castlevania and Butlers.
Oh yeah, I'm an OC from the hit anime Black Butler.
You're a junker, right? Show me some proof about junk. Sorry, but this is a kid's show.
Huh. I don't know. Gibson's age. Wait a minute, no. Harry told us. Harry and Gibson are the same age. But Harry said he looks older.
Harry? Would they happen to be hairy butts?
You know, if something smells, it's usually the butts. Oh, that's Larry Butts.
Fun fact, Gibson's house is based on a house in Centralia, Pennsylvania, which is the town that
42.
inspired the entire Silent Hill franchise.
Oh, yeah, true. It's totally wrong. Okay. Why don't we come back later? Oh, really neat. No, not really. No. No. Not at all. Town with an endless coal seam fire under it. Yes, it is. It was not the inspiration for Silent Hill. And it's not what this house is based on. Stop it. Y'all can't just go on the internet and post lies. Although I did do that, actually, the other day. DJ Mule was playing Sonic Adventure, and I went into his chat.
Fun. In the long line of things I didn't think would get an RPG based on it, Dune, Alien, etc., I just saw a core book for Blade Runner. And I was very tempted. Fun.
Oh, I did look into that, actually. It came out pretty recently. I don't know if it's any good. It uses proprietary dice, though, and I like those. I kind of like those. I think those are fun. They've got little, like, origami unicorns on them and stuff. Like they're kind of cute. I don't know. No, I went into DJ Mule's stream and I was like, did you know that in Europe, they renamed miles tails per hour to kilometers per hour. Did you know that?
Bun does enjoy some good dice in his hands. Giggity.
I'll go to the computer and wiki this guy. Heck. Use Jordan. Use card. Reskin that RPG to do Snatcher pretty easily. Oh, definitely. Oh, yeah. Did you also explain Archie Comics lore? I did, yes. I spent part of stream yesterday doing it, so I'm not going to do it again. But, yes. In France, they call them Tails Royale per hour. Ah, true, true. Oh, okay. Maybe I'll show off one Sonic thing real quick. Okay, talking about France, actually. Okay, just a sec. Okay, okay. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Bun can spend a lot of time opining about Archie Comics and Silent Hill, and in about 700 more tarts, he'll opine about me. Less than 3.
Aww. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. 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 Do-do-do-do-do.
Bun, is it true that knowledge is power? France is bacon?
What? Knowledge is power, France is bacon. Wait, what? What does this mean? Amon, Emmett Otter action figures? Oh, is that from the Zootopia show? Oh, dang. Oh, wow. Okay. Hang on a sec. Knowledge is power, and said Francis Bacon to indicate who the quote was from. And I thought it was all one say. Oh my god! Oh, that's very cute. That's very cute. Here it is. Okay, I found the name of it. I just need... Go. There it is. Where can I read this? Where can I find the full thing? Sonic Retro? Does Sonic Retro have it? No. Maybe. No.
Francis Bacon is far better than his relative Frances Canadia Ham.
Read comics. Ah, I found it. There it is. Alright, check this out. Okay, so... Look at this fucking Web 1.0 fucking Sonic fan site. Oh, I love it. Oh, it's really good though. Oh, look at how good this website is. Fucking adorable. I want to go back. Okay, but no, I actually wanted to show off this French Sonic the Hedgehog comic. Which is called Sonic Adventures. It came out before Sonic Adventure, actually. This came out, I think, just after Sonic 3. And is Dans les Griffes de Robotnik, I think. But look at this fucking art. Look at how good this Robotnik looks. I fucking love him. Oh my god. Asterisk and obelisk. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, very much so. But this comic is fucking great, actually. Some of these expressions are really good.
Does happen to have any relation to the kink-friendly fighter named Voldo?
I don't think so. But this art is fantastic. I love this comic. It's super cool. Look at those tails. This is so cute. But no, you gotta see these echidnas. They're great. There's like proto flickies and everything. My gosh. I thought Sonic said Kintobor. Kinktober? No, Kintobor was in some regions the like origin of Robotnik was he was a Dr. Kintobor that got like turned evil by being fused with a hard-boiled egg and one of the Chaos Emeralds and things. It's weird. It's a whole thing. I could go into it, but I won't. Good lord. What is that? I can't explain what is happening in this comic. I don't know how this was translated, but
Dr. Kinktober is a different villain, not suitable for children.
Very different, yeah. But yeah, look at these fucking Sonic Adventure style echidnas. Look at them. Oh, I love their little art. Oh my god. I super dig them.
Design the villain Dr. Kinktober.
Darn and blast. And look, Rosie's here. She's got the weird spiky up hair. There's a reason for that. Here, hang on. Let me look up a thing real quick. I can actually explain this. No, I want the Sonic CD one. Ugh. Here we go. Found it. Okay. Let me make sure there's nothing lewd on this page. Okay, there we go. All right, good. I think we're good. All right. Okay, so in Sonic CD, Amy was called Rosie, which later got repurposed because in the evil universe with Scourge, Amy is called Rosie the Rascal. And one of the official pieces of art, I believe from an issue of Harmony, is this one. This is like official Sega art, right? Where Rosie is being carried by Sonic at such speed that her spines are like flying this way because of the movement of like the motion. Because they're moving this way, you know? And then a bunch of artists, especially for Fleetway comics, but also for this one, just took that to mean that her hair is just spiky, uppy in the back. It's just a misinterpretation of some official key art from Sonic CD. Isn't it weird how that happens? Isn't that fun? So now her hair is all spiky, uppy in the back. Because they thought that her hair just looked like that because of one piece of art. Neat. It's got Sissel hair a little bit, yeah. Bleh, Robotnik. The great Robotnik does not like to be talked to about his feet, miss. No feet talk. Cut it out. That's what I've been told.
Robotnik.
By who? The last person who talked to me like that, I turned into a decal. I feel like this was machine translated. You got your finger in the egg up to the elbow. I'm sorry? I don't understand France. And I'm not going to pretend to. So check this out. This is a fucking princess of the echidnas, and she's fucking rad. Look at how cool she is. Look at how fucking cool she is. Why isn't this a character? She's not in anything else ever. I love her. She's like really cool though. Knuckles is a princess. What a glow up. Whee! Does Ken Penders own her too now? No, thank goodness, no. Hedgehog of woe! Oh, that's a cute Tails. I like that. Rosie, no! That's not how you spell. I don't know. Fuck it. There's some great art in this. It's just super good. Anyway, that's all I had to say about fucking French Sonic the Hedgehog. Is that there's this really very little known French Sonic comic that I fucking love. It's very cute. What is the name of this comic? Sonic Adventures in the Claws of Robotnik. But in French. So it's like Des Griffes de Robotnik or something. But yeah, you can find it online. Give it a read. It's pretty good. Translation, not great. It was thought to be lost media for a long time. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Let's see. We're looking for Gene Gibson. I think. My hero, John Konami. I think I spelled that right. Jean... You put it as one word? Yes, I did. Jacques? Yeah, you're supposed to. Is it Jack or Jacques? Jean-Jacques? No, it's... I think it's Jacques. No, it is Jack. And Daxter. Jean-Jacques Gibson. No. No. There we go. Jean-Jacques Gibson. Very weird. Weird name. Jean Jack Gibson. Katrina. Oh, positive. 5. Wife killed by Snatcher. 2047. I totally forgot to check the age. It's on the first page. How's Snatcher? It's a pretty good game. I would love like a remake of this. That's like maybe a first or third person like cyberpunk detective game. I would really dig that. I wish they would make that.
Jean-Jacques Gibson.
Jacques. Age 55. Okay. Gibson. Have you played Reader Only Memories? I started it. I didn't get very far though. But it definitely took a lot of inspiration from this. Like, clearly. Given that they both open by saying that this game is dedicated to all of the cyberpunks who fight against injustice every day of their lives. Like, Read Only Memories just stole that text verbatim from the intro of Snatcher. And it's great. I love it. But yeah. So there's one other piece of information we're gonna need that Katrina's gonna ask us about, and it's about her. Because she's gonna be like, well, if you worked with John, let's see, Gibson. She's gonna be like, if you worked with Jean, then he definitely would have told you about my weird, creepy birthmark. Tell me where my weird, creepy birthmark is. So that I know I can trust you. It's in your computer. Very weird. won Miss 17 contest in 2046. Currently a popular model in holographic advertisements. She's an Instagram star. Is it in the shape of a papaya? Pretty close. Pretty close. Identifiable by heart-shaped birthmark on inner thigh. Cool. Great. Very cool. It's underage in the Japanese version. Yeah. By American standards in the Japanese version, yeah. Anyway, he's 55. He would have told you about my first soda. Yes. I have played Illbleed. I have not played Blue Stinger yet. If you heat up her inner thigh, does it become a map? No, it's slightly less creepy than Cobra. Only slightly, though. Game came out a couple years ago that's basically a Voight Conf test simulator somewhere in the ballpark of Papers, Please. Oh, that sounds rad. Yo, what is that? What game is that? That sounds cool. Like an interview thing, like Papers, Please, where you're trying to like find replicants. Silicon Dreams? Okay. I'll have to look into that. Mind scanners? Huh. There might be a couple of these. Didn't you beat this game? I have beaten this game before. I did stream this game before. I have not finished this game on stream before. So this time I have decided to fucking do it. Drop a link in the Discord. Thank you. Yes. Listen to the theme song for the Cobra anime. No, I haven't yet, actually. I should do that. Possessions, show, Junker ID, use Metal Gear? Yeah, that's our assistant, Metal Gear. Wait a minute. Gibson's age, 55. My IQ, 55. Girl, I can teach you how to count all the way to 55. That's quite a reference, yeah. Shiggity schwow. What are you quoting? It's a band called Group X. I think their first album was titled Shitting on the Lawn of Your American President. But they were one of those bands like Lemon Demon who wound up having a lot of flash animations made about their songs. So they did the Mario twins. They look so goddamn much like the same fucking person. You say, you want ice cream? They both say yes. But 55 is one of their other songs. It's very good. I will do it before you can say poop the puke the pants. Now how in the hell? Yeah, this is unlocking very old memories for me. No. That song will never leave my brain meats. I've got similar things about Lemon Demon songs too, yeah. Ah. Like, My Trains is one of them, but the other one is probably, on an airplane, I was flying, just a flight attendant guy. I can be clumsy, and I stumbled out the door into the sky. Now I am falling through the air, feeling the wind blow through my hair. All I can do is stop and stare down at the ocean. Suddenly, there's a ring on my cell phone. I pick it up. It's the angel of death, and he says, "What's up?" I say, "What is it this time?" And he's like, "Well, hello, goodbye, I'll see you in hell." He can be like that sometimes, he's such a nut. So I chuckle and say, "I'd love to, but gravity's falling. Gravity's calling. I've got some falling to do." I don't know why I remember the lyrics from a song I last heard probably 20 years ago. I just do. French proto-color reminded me of Wander and Silly. Interesting. No, I haven't seen Wander Over Yonder. I know of a couple of the people who worked on it. But it seemed like the kind of thing I'd like, but I never got around to watching it. Can I say how weird it is for this house to have 2 fucking chimneys? I'm sorry I've been staring at it for so long, but like, it's really weird they have 2 chimneys. What's up with that? They have fireplaces on like opposite sides of the house? Sure, but like, is the house big enough for that? Why don't they just have like... If it was a really big house, sure, but like, I don't know, it looks like maybe 20,000 square feet. It's like... No. This looks like maybe 3-bed, 2-bath at most. Answer question about Katrina. Okay. They designed it as an Airbnb? Gross. There are more behind there. 4? No. I think it's just a perspective thing. I think it's just like the edging on them. I was thinking the same thing, but I looked closer and I don't think it's actually 4. I think it's just... She knows that, as a junker, you should have access to Alpha 1. Isn't that guy, like, Zordon's assistant from, Power Rangers? Alpha 1? He's voiced by, Horowitz? What's that guy? Oh, that's Alpha 5. Okay. Ay. They are fucking giant chimneys, too. Very smart girl. I have Richard Horowitz, that's it, thank you. Great voice actor, too. Fantastic. I have a unique mark on my body. What type of a mark is it? Interesting. Ooh. Skin. Free your skin. Katrina. It's about your birth. Heather. It's about your birth. Why does... Why does he sound so creepy when he says that to Heather? Why does he phrase it like that? I'm gonna... I love Douglas. But he seems like such a fucking creepo at first, yeah. By the way, if you replay Silent Hill 3 on like extra mode and enter the Konami code on the main menu, Douglas is wearing his coat, a tie, and boxer briefs and nothing else for the whole game. It's very weird. It's kind of funny. Oh, hey Falcon, how's it going? Put on the coal fire. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. What's the shape of my creepy birthmark? It's a heart. Where is my birthmark located? On skin. Well, that's pretty embarrassing. You asked! Why did you make us look it up?
I'm very sorry about all of that. I'm Katrina Gibson, Sean's daughter.
I'm
very
so
sorry for your loss.
What's the matter, Mr. Seed?
I'm very sorry, Katrina. It's my fault your father's dead.
Gillian.
No, if I could have gotten there just a little sooner...
Oh, there's a really weird line coming up where she's like, I'm a junker's daughter.
Oh, Mr. Seed, I appreciate your feelings, but I was always ready for the worst with my father. Every day as I watched him leave for work, will it be today, tomorrow? I knew it was a dangerous job.
Katrina, that's...
Well, I'm a junker's daughter.
Do you think you'll be alright by yourself?
I'll be fine.
I don't know why that line strikes me as very weird.
Myself. Besides, I don't think I have any tears left.
Katrina, are you sure?
Okay, Junker, you've got work to do, right? Keep yourself busy. That's the best way to take your mind off of it.
Okay, Katrina, you're probably right. I'll appreciate any help you can give me on this investigation.
A little bit, Gail, yeah. Huh. Daughter, yeah, it's weird. It's kind of weird, yeah. And a little sad. Also, look! There's a little house in the back there. There's antiques everywhere. Our house is full of this stuff, this furniture. It's just full of it. Dad keeps buying furniture.
As a Vibe Goblin, I would like to thank you for the wonderful streams. Lucky Bunlurk.
Good night, Fred. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. I appreciate you watching them VODs. I wish there was an easier way to do it. My biggest problem with Twitch right now, aside from the 50-50 split on subs and bits, which is fucking unconscionable, is that their VOD system is trash. It's very difficult to watch old content and to find old content. There's like no discovery for it or anything like that, the way there is with like YouTube. And it's really annoying. But thank you for doing it. Because that's awesome. Yeah, and the archiving's terrible. It's way too much work.
Zumba_7 gifted a tier 1 sub to Jeff_Bezos_is_my_daddy. They have given 2 gift subs in the channel.
Zumba Fitness 7, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Jeff Bezos is my daddy. Should I like Silent Hill Shattered Memories it? I love my daddy. Yeah, Liz, I went back and watched the VOD for your tier list. It was very cool. Whoever decided the 2-month auto deletion is a good idea is my eternal enemy. Yes. Yeah, it's fucking awful. And the way it happened was like so bad for preservation. Because like I watch a bunch of those like history of like speedrunning videos. And a lot of times they're like, oh, then this run happened, which got this time. However, due to Twitch's archival process, that video's gone now because it just wasn't highlighted. And it's like, awful. Terrible. I do love summoning, so. Love gifting those weird no way that it's the usernames and finding it anyways and laughing. They're very cute. Golden Life is to be mentioned once by Summoning Salt. Well, as soon as Summoning Salt gets on that History of Mega Man DOS runs video, you can bet. Any day now, I'm sure. Aww. Heck. Paid a lot of attention to the decor and layout of the place. And that runner was called Matt Turk. Yeah. Investigate furniture. These are all genuine antiques. The one who stole all the Mist World records? Ah, yeah. Ah, yeah. Marvels. Marvel. Xar. Marvel. Xar. Thank you for the follow, my bird whiskers. I'm sorry I butchered your name. No. You should see some of Liz's times in Mist, yeah. Cecil, if you want to be competitive, you're going to need to cut that time down by about 2 minutes and a couple seconds. Depending on the version. It's even worse if odds have a 2-week time limit and or they get muted because of copyrighted audio. Yeah. It's very weird. And sometimes the weird thing about it is like sometimes my VODs will get muted because of copyrighted audio when they're a VOD, and then I'll highlight them to keep them, and the highlight will not be muted. Or vice versa. Sometimes the VOD is fine, and then I highlight it, and then the highlight is muted. Like there was when I played Harvester, the VOD, like the highlight for it, is muted, but the VOD never was. So like, the automated copyright stuff is such a shit show. It's terrible. It's so dumb. I've never gotten a DMCA claim. Like, it's not that. It's just, like, auto-muting the VOD. And it's fucking stupid. It's very weird. Most of your VODs are good? Most of them are. There's a couple where there's like a few minutes that, you know, like here and there. Which bothers me. Tell me about Gibson. I don't really talk much with my dad lately. So he was too busy investigating stuff. Cooped up in that study. Me? I'm just a spoiled brat who never cared about her parents. What does that mean? I'd prefer it if nobody bothered me right now. Did you hear the news about the Silent Hill 2 remake? No? I didn't hear any news, no. Oh no. Rat-catus-toom. Thank you for the follow, my fur and whiskers. Oh god. The Silent Hill 2 remake aims to be faithful, but will adjust scare factors for, quote, contemporary audiences, end quote. Chief Marketing Officer Anna Jasinska talked up the developers' 2 games currently in the works. Layers of Fear and the Silent Hill 2 remake. 2 games currently in the work? Wait, there's a new Layers of Fear they're working on? Oh no. The fact that we're developing a Silent Hill game is an honor and a dream come true. Silent Hill 2 is a classic that shaped how our studio works in psychological horrors. Yeah, they wanted to beat fucking Silent Hill 2 so goddamn bad. Yeah. Lynn.
I'm finally playing Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, and I do like it so far, although I hope Insomniac Games can spiritual successor to Spyro with a quadrupedal character in a fantasy world for platforming, instead of a new Wolverine game.
Yeah. Rift Apart's really good. I fucking love that game. I think it might be my favorite Ratchet & Clank. I really hope they make a new Sly Cooper one of these days, though. Let Sucker Punch make a new Sly Cooper. I don't want another, what was the samurai game they did? Ghost of Tsushima? It was fine. It was fine. The idea of working on this project stalked us for many years. In 2019, we received an invitation from Konami. They asked us to prepare a concept for a remake of the original game's second installment in exchange for the opportunity to bring the concept to life. Longtime fans shouldn't worry about us missing the point while we're livening up the title. We faithfully stick to the traditional story canon while remaking the gameplay and updating the graphics from the ground up. As you see, we are not straying away from the original concept of making this cult classic. We just have some ideas on how to make the particular scare factors more appealing to the contemporary audience. Changes made for the contemporary audience primarily seem to be targeted towards gameplay. When it comes to story elements, Jasinska wouldn't say if they still remain secret details, like the famous Pyramid Head kitchen scene, though she does say Blooper Team are taking a, quote, safe approach to any changes, end quote, and that they'll apply adjustments to certain areas that, quote, need modernizing due to the passage of time, end quote. Huh. Okay. Cool. Great. No, I don't trust them. I don't...
Blooper Team is looking to botch Angela's story, given how they previously handled a victim of sexual abuse.
I don't trust them because you can ruin that game not even through changing the script or the gameplay, but just changing the direction of the voice work and the facial animation. Like, not having Takayoshi Sato on the cutscenes and not
Don't
having the
worry,
original
we will
voice
fuck it up,
actors.
he said before fucking everything up beyond repair.
No. No. If you even redid the voices, it would ruin that game. I hate it. In my opinion. God, I'm so mad. That already happened in HD. Yep, and it's the worst thing I've ever heard. It's fucking awful. It's so bad. We found buffalo in your dad's stomach. Buffalo? We never had that here. Buffalo? I'd never eat that. Remakes in general? Yeah, it really depends. Yo, but if they remade Snatcher, if they did a remake of Snatcher that was like a first or a third person like detective game where you were like running around and mystery solving, I would kind of dig that actually. I think I would kind of dig that. I don't want that. I'd really kind of like a Snatcher game in 3D. Would just be Blade Runner in the game? Yeah. Yeah, basically. Well, poor buffalo. Are they almost extinct? Oh. You ever played SD Snatcher? No, I haven't, actually. I know it's weird. It's like Heavy Rain, but good. Actually, I was thinking, if you did a Snatcher game, I feel like it should be similar to God, what is that game? The Sinking City? Where it's like an open world, there's some third person shooting elements in it, but most of it's about like mystery solving and going from place to place and talking to people. Like a cyberpunk Sinking City would be fucking rad. Yeah. So I don't know. Get the Sherlock Holmes people on it. It's great. And an interesting design for progressing the game. I think so too. Because like the really cool thing about Sinking City, if y'all haven't played it, it's like a Lovecraft mystery game kind of thing. And what's really neat about it is that there's a map of the whole city with all of the like streets labeled and stuff, but it never gives you quest markers that you don't place yourself. So you have to put your own marks on the map, and a lot of the mysteries involved are about finding locations. So you're like going to the library to find the address of this place, and it only has like the number listed but not the street. So you have to find like the street name in some conversation that this person had elsewhere, and then you place together the address, and then you have to go there. So the open world winds up being like an answer sheet. It's almost like a Scantron, because the answers to a lot of the mysteries you're solving are going to a location in the open world to find out if you're right. And if you're right, it's a building you can go into, and there's like a crime scene there. And it's really cool. I think that's rad. That's a cool thing to do with an open world. I wish LA Noire did that. That would be fucking cool, wouldn't it? In LA Noire, once you find an address, you just get a map marker that sends you to the address, you know? But no, they expect you to find it on the map and then go there. Like, it's fucking cool. Good game. I like it. Does your dad have a PC-68 hanging around somewhere? Ooh, a computer. Going to my dad's study. Alice is our dog. Wipe away tears. It's so creepy. What's creepier, smell or wipe away tears? Persuade? Yeah, I'm not picking that one. Don't know. I'm sure all this is quite a shock for you. Don't worry. Here for you anytime. You can lean on me. Oh, Gillian, spare us, please. Thank you. You're really a nice man, Gillian. Oh, big, strong man. Does this scrap of paper mean anything to you? Oh, that's my dad's handwriting. So he's leaving memos all over the place. It's creepier? It's pretty creepy. What about this chess piece? Oh, that's my dad's. Where did you find it? Disc. Desk. Looks like one of the ones my dad always used on the PC-68. Okay. So maybe we check out the study? Also, we can show her like that note again. No idea what this means. Yeah, I don't remember how old she was in the Japanese version, but it was, not okay. Not okay. I haven't touched a thing. Just the way he left it before he died. Look, Katrina. No. Look, chessboard. Good. Streaming. There's a bottle, a photograph, and a chessboard. Look at that photograph. Can we put this chess piece on that board? My queen is missing. I see, the queen is missing, eh? It definitely goes to this set. Chess champ. I've been looking for that chess piece. It's the only one missing from the board. We should do something... No. We should possessions use? No? Could we put the chess piece on the board? No. Not allowed. Okay. It's a photograph. Jean-Jacques Gibson. You know how you just have photos of yourself in your study? This bottle's got the Konami logo on it. Konami brand lotion. Eau de Konami. Investigate photo. Seems to be a few years old. Sean looks rather young for a 55-year-old. Do you mind if I borrow this picture for a few days? Okay. I guess we'll need that. Now analyzing. It is a sunscreen. It's the standard type, designed to block ultraviolet rays. There's a sticker on the bottle. This is probably from the place where it was bought. It says, the store with everything, Plato's Cavern. Oh, that's Gillian. I keep missing when the voice changes. A flawed yet beloved classic. A cult classic. A cheesy but fun B-movie. And some shitty Hollywood remake of a better movie. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I still haven't finished Binary Domain. I got far enough into it to get, like, bored of it, but not far enough for it to get good. I think. Plato's Cavern, the ideal store? I mean... yes. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, I got bored and I cut my hair off. Hi.
The bun got a haircut.
Heyo.
You look good. You look really cute.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, really.
Aww.
Everyone, I'm sorry, I have to smooch your bun. Great. I really like it. Question, can I tell chat the good news?
Oh, yeah, sure.
So I had my annual review today at my work,
Mm-hmm.
and I got a raise, and I got a lot of good compliments, but the best part, well, besides the raise, because money's important, but the best part was me going in to see my boss, and she was trying to do something with her computer, and she says, I waited to do this till you're in the room because she was trying to, like, fix something with the keyboard or fit something onto the laptop itself. She's like, I waited for you to come in here because you're handy. And Yeen's butch strap grew 3 inches that day. Said in the tones.
And she was also like, I have all these pictures to hang and nails to nail in, and also I can't open this jar. Help.
Can you look at my engine? Honestly, I was just like, because obviously I go to work pretty masked, I wear like some actual makeup, and it was just like, oh, they know I'm handy.
It's true.
Also, congrats to Starry Squirrel, because you also got a raise, and that is excellent.
Oh, congrats!
Y'all, I can't tell you how cute Bun looks. They did a really good job.
Thank you. I feel good about it.
It looks really cute.
It just feels better.
Yeah.
Like it was just too long.
It looks really cute.
Oh.
I'm very into it.
Hmm.
Need a kiss to redeem? I can give a kiss.
Hmm.
In fact, I'm going to do another one right here. On the lips, and then one. Because kissing Bun on the neck makes the necks. I think they've only got the one.
Okay.
Somebody check and make sure that Bun is in Ghidorah. I said necks when I meant to say neck. I was like, you only have the one neck.
Oh yeah, King Ghidorah.
Yeah. So like, Hydra necks? Hydra Bun? Hide your kids, hide your bun. Bun does not have frosted tips, but they do look like cute little Victorian bun. That's how I would describe the haircut.
5-inch, huh? Well then, that disc must be for this machine.
I demand to see Bun's hair.
No.
Bunny's shy.
No.
Let them be okay with being shy.
No.
You just have to trust me that I've known Bun for it'll be 11 years in May.
Yeah.
And I know when Bun is cute, so you will all have to trust me.
I just chopped it off in the mirror though, so like
it looks good. You did a good job. Everything looks even.
In that case.
You actually managed to like the back looks pretty good. Yeah, we've been together for over a decade. What the fuck?
Give Avatar new hairstyle. No, it's actually probably closer to my rig.
Honestly, yeah. It's closer. The rig's hairstyle is just a hair, again spelled H-A-R-E, longer than what Bunny currently has. Just barely, though. Your hair will probably grow out to about what your avatar has in, like, a week.
Yeah, probably.
That's the thing, Bun doesn't really gain a whole lot of anything, weight, any what have you, but they do produce a lot of body heat and a lot of hair.
Yeah. It grows fast.
Meanwhile, Yin has thick fat pads that makes me very good for doing things in cold weather, but my hair fucking won't grow. Which isn't necessarily a terrible thing, because I haven't had my hair cut since the Trump administration.
Yeah.
For the Trump administration, actually.
If you got it trimmed, it will probably grow.
It probably would, and I fucking hate going to getting my hair cut because it's like a sensory nightmare.
Yeah. So the house in that search the house was referring to Gibson's house. And that exclamation point was not an exclamation point at all. It was the symbol for the 5-inch floppy disk.
Is that Bun is small but soft and warm.
Yes, Bun
like
is
some kind
small
of
and
bunny.
soft and warm, like some kind of bunny.
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 Man, I can't wait for people to play this game and completely not be able to recognize why that's the symbol for the 5-inch floppy disk.
Faint kitten, that's a mood. Thing, I'll let people wash my hair, but the minute they start trying to cut it because it's curly, they don't know what to fucking do, so they fuck around and find out, and I pay the price. So instead, I just don't get my hair cut. One day, I will find a barbershop that lets AFAB people come in. When I do, I'm gonna just go in and I'll be like, cut my hair like Aragorn! I miss floppy disks. I liked them. God, those are like the old floppy disks.
Yep. Yeah, this is the, let me see, over here is a 5.25 inch.
Hey-oh. That's the average size, everyone.
It's
This one
5
right here.
inches Straub 103 Bunny Blush. It's floppy Lucky Bun X. A disc. Lucky Bun no lose the S and try again. Bucko. Lucky Bun Nenji.
Yeah, I've used a couple of the 8-inch discs. They're
Bun
weird.
has an 8-inch, if you know what I mean.
But no, the 5.25. So it's the circle in the middle, the reader, and the
Yeah, I'm still around.
no, this hole is
This hole is for...
uh
Somebody clip that.
Is
Use
this
it
for-
as you like.
copy protection reads, or is it for switching between read and write?
I'm pretty sure that's just the urethra.
This?
Look, you were just talking about what holes are used
I
for.
think you need to go back to school for anatomy. Like...
Look, the small hole is always the one you pee out of.
Index, that's it. Yes. So it's on the note, is the little index. Yeah. Oh my god, Robo. No.
The face hole is for Yin to smooch.
Look closely. The pattern matches the read-write holes on the disc. He even drew a little dot to represent the index hole. Oh, there it is. Yeah. You're
Everyone
aware of
needs
the
to stop
shareware
saying
logo?
hole.
No. What's the shareware logo?
Maybe to tape over the top notch. It's cool. God. That's floppy disks.
Man, I like that. Oh, I see. Yeah. Cute. Officially registered as a trademark in 1989. So that's the shareware logo there for you. So you can see why Ian is now currently dead. Shareware Marketing Company, later Atlantic Coast PLC, and Swig. Sweeve.
Sweet.
Officially registered as a trademark in 1989. It depicts a floppy disk being passed from one person to another. Oh, okay, sure.
One
yeah,
day, all
right.
software will be sold this way. Yeah, what happens is basically you have to plug your USB stick into the USB port, and then you can share everything.
You know what? I'm noticing something though. No wedding band.
Please do not diss Android girls.
No wedding band on this one.
Was this
so...
what Goatsy was actually making a gag about?
No, definitely not. It's just coincidence.
Yeah,
100% coincidence.
There.
Who designed that? Somebody in 1989, apparently.
Yeah, no one had considered the fact that one day there would be a famous image of a man doing that to his butthole all over the internet.
Goatsy happened after that logo.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, God, in 1989 he wasn't married yet.
Mm-hmm.
God, if it turned
Makes
out
sense.
that the same people who
Imagine a
designed that they wanted
utopian
the
world where
Banana
all
Goatsy on the
hardware is
internet.
exchanged this way as well. $1.54 blush.
No, it's like Jordan Peterson, you know? He's like, these images are universal. Certain images are present in all human societies.
Incorrect.
Cultures.
The thing I love, this was Cat.
I know the
Cass-
one that bothered you. Yeah.
I know, but still, it was Cass Eris does a good thing. Y'all can look at this. There's this one image that Lobster Daddy uses in one of his books is supposedly like this universal thing. It's
in a Petersonian sense.
Yeah. It's like a vaporwave version.
Jordan Peterson is also a stretched butthole. True.
Yes.
Yes.
But yeah, the image is like this vaporwaved version of an old alchemical image, and every single person I've ever shown it to has a completely different understanding of what the image is depicting, and the same thing, Cass shows it to, like, her husband, and same thing, like...
Sure. But if you live in an echo chamber, I'm sure everybody has the same interpretation.
Well, the thing that kills me... Peterson cannot fucking stop talking about dragons, at least all the stuff that I run into that he's talking about.
The Dragon of Chaos.
All I have to say is, like, you know, I'll just imagine it's me, it's Yin, but I'm doing the, Will Smith meme, where I've got my arms pointing at something, and I'm just pointing at Chinese, like, the whole concept of, like, the particularly Chinese, but also just generally Chinese, Asian, Japanese dragon
You're right,
concept.
Cecil. Yeah.
So, they aren't chaos creatures. They are rain creatures.
You know, listening to Jordan Peterson talk, it, like...
Decreases your neurons? Yeah.
This might be a little depressing, but what his, like, speech patterns remind me of is, the Temple OS guy.
Yeah, they kind of do, don't they?
Yeah, I'm a little worried that it might be something similar. I just don't know. I'm not gonna diagnose anyone, but, like...
I feel like it's gotten worse since he had his whole meat coma.
Possibly.
Like, beforehand, I remember seeing stuff and he could kind of do, like, the weasel words thing more effectively.
Yeah, poor
Now,
Terry Davis.
He's, like, this close to just pulling a Kanye.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Again, probably coming down off of drugs in a way that you are probably not supposed to do that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, I don't know, I am not his doctor, but last time I checked, going into a coma is usually not great for your brain.
Yeah.
And then eating nothing but meat is also probably not great for your brain.
Anyway.
Yeah. On a more positive note, Bun is very cute.
Thrones type intro is just him in a chair. Oh my god.
Really?
Oh god.
In the Bloober Team remake of Snatcher, they will replace the floppy disk with a micro SD card. Also, the game will go on to imply it was somehow Gene Jack's fault he got his head twisted.
I actually
off.
saw somebody with their
very
car
subtle
pulled up on the
developer
sidewalks on the
smile.
way home, so maybe, like... Peterson might be influencing people. Beware.
Oh my god, he did get befriended. Oh no, we should have pulled him out of hypnospace. Oh shit. Damn.
Up yours, woke moralists. Electrochemistry, this guy is such a boring condom.
No doubt John was worried that something might happen to him, and he prepared the disc for just such an emergency. Love you. Alright, let's load up this 5-inch floppy dick and see what happens. Here it is.
Snatcher investigation file. Why do snatchers appear in the winter? Why are snatchers nocturnal? I believe I have found the answer to these questions.
Ooh.
Snatchers' vampire-like behavior is due to their desire to avoid exposure to
It's because they're
sunlight.
bisexual.
The reason they dislike sunlight is because of their defective artificial skin. Long-term exposure to ultraviolet rays causes overproduction of melanocytes in the epidermis of their artificial skin, leading to a form of skin cancer with the characteristics of melanoma. In other words, what we call simple sunburn is fatal to them. This relationship between ultraviolet rays and their artificial skin should give us a way to track them down. It should take at least 6 more months before they can develop a form of skin which overcomes this defect. These conclusions suggest several useful methods for locating and identifying snatchers. 1. Investigate skin condition. Check for any evidence of melanoma. 2. Check for odor. Cancer cells secrete a unique foul odor. 3.
That's why we could smell Mika. Wait, no.
Snatchers are believed to hide in areas plentiful
That
in
doesn't make
Snow
sense.
9, a snow-like bioengineered pollen crystal. As such, Snow 9 can always be detected in places they appear. Snow 9 is an allergen, causing throat pain and sneezing. 4. Possession of sunscreen. In order to protect their skin from ultraviolet rays, snatchers use sunscreen even in the dead of winter. This is due to sunscreen's ability to block ultraviolet rays. Of these techniques, 1 in 4 should prove particularly useful. In addition, besides working to prevent this skin cancer, snatchers maintain facilities for treating artificial skin which has actually become cancerous. I have succeeded in identifying the hospital where this is performed. P.S. Watch out for a bounty hunter named Random Hajil.
I love Random Hajil. Fucking great. We also use sunscreen in winter, thanks giant ozone hole. I mean,
Second
it's not
snatchers
weird.
perform and receive oral sex. Pleasure of tension starts playing.
The most random thing they came up with. Yeah, it's pretty random. Lol random. There's actually a really dumb reason why his name is Random Hajil. But we're not going to find out until the end of Act 2. But yeah, snatchers get skin cancer from sunlight. So all we need to do is create some kind of UV light that we could like carry around and like shine at people. And we can tell if they're snatchers. Probably. Maybe. They learned he had found their hospital. Yeah, their weakness is cancer. And then wait a couple months for cancer to form. Yeah. 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 I'll show them. Alright, let's see what else. Look computer. This is the model PC68 Genesis. These have not been manufactured for nearly 50 years. Hail. Some junk shop gave it to him and he fixed it up. You know how you just fix up like a fucking 50-year-old computer to keep all your records on? Okay. What a hipster. Yeah, it's just a PC98. Yeah. Yep, but flipped upside down. Investigate. Chess.
Lucky Bun Pet, Lucky Bun Pet, Lucky Bunsen Goo.
Kindergarten Kitten, thank you for 5 months. Welcome back to the Court of Hearts, Your Majesty, and thank you. Aww. Sean really liked puzzles. This must have some secret meaning. Maybe we should do something with it. Maybe we should put it on the chessboard. I don't know. I'm just throwing things out here. Evidence. Some scream. I can't believe the Snatchers were using something like this. Did the writer forget the Snatchers wear the skin of their victims? Not literally the skin of their victims. They have artificial skin that makes them look like their victim. I think they generally select a victim beforehand and make themselves look like that person before killing them. I think. Jill Stingray from Valhalla. I just find the inspiration for Jill? Probably, because Valhalla is made by the same people who did Read Only Memories, right? Which was very clearly inspired by Snatcher up to the point of stealing the opening crawl from this game, which is this game is dedicated to all of the cyberpunks who fight against injustice every day of their lives. And is rad, and more games should steal. Absolutely. Can't believe my dad left a message like that. Yeah. What about everything else? Just make your own. When was the last time you saw a visual novel like this? Probably when I played Cobra. It's fairly similar. Kind of similar. The Sega CD had a lot of these. I can't believe that it won't let me fucking Have you played Valhalla? I haven't yet, no. I should. I wanted to finish Read Only Memories first, and I only got a couple hours into that one. I thought it was alright. This is the worst part of the visual novel style, though, is, what do I do? Where do I go? Do I have to, like, what one of these options is going to activate the flag that causes the game to continue, right? So I need to find which dialogue option is going to flag the game to continue. One of them is, sometimes you just have to choose everything multiple times and eventually figure it out. Look around the room. Look furniture. Look Katrina. Ew. Gillian, shut the fuck up. Dun, 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 dun. Furniture. Okay. Ask Buffalo. Ask Alice. Ask PC68. Said it was the only one like it left in the world. It's the only Genesis left. That's so sad. Possessions, investigate, evidence. Come to think of it, I don't have a house to come home to. Do not get so depressed, Gillian. You'll be able to live with Jamie again sometime. Really? Why? Home and family, eh? This might not go along too well with being a junker. You only have a few hundred permutations to try, of course. It's like a few dozen. There's a VR mode. There's going to be a VR mode in Resident Evil Village. Ooh. I'm really excited because in a couple days they're updating Final Fantasy XIV. We're getting a new Alliance raid. There's a new dungeon. There's some more story content. We get to hang out with Zero some more. That's great. She's awesome. And when you start a dungeon and or a raid or a trial or whatever, it's going to show all the character portraits. Like it's a Persona battle, and I can't wait. That's the most exciting thing I've heard. I want to see all the character portraits. They sound really cool. I'm hyped. Oh, they're also gender unlocking a bunch of gear again, which is good. Alright, let's try look everything. A garden? Wow, its own house with a garden and everything. Oh. There it is. We had to look garden. We had to look window in this room.
What's wrong with Alice? Is there something out there?
To continue the game.
Snatcher, maybe. Katrina, you stay here.
Aw, Alice seems cute. My grandma used to have dogs like Alice. Final Fantasy 14 should love the rip skirts. Damn it. Agreed. Calm, Alice. What's the matter, Alice? Is there something out there? Investigate. Bush. Something is hiding in the thicket. I cannot determine what it is from here. I read motion. Something is moving. It's a cool cyber collar, yeah. Investigate Jeb Bush. It's not the wind. Something appears to be in the thicket.
What? Ah, it's just a crow.
Stupid bird.
Hey, how dare you? Crows are incredibly intelligent. They have, like, ridiculous processing. that allows them to use tools for personal enjoyment. Like, there's fucking corvids out there that realized that they can use bottle caps as sleds to, like, slide down a roof covered in snow. And, like, how silly is that? Like, not only to, like, develop tool use, but to develop the use of tools for the purpose of fun. Just to have fun. Like, ridiculous. They remember faces. Oh, they do, and they can communicate with each other.
Number 19. COVID-19.
They can communicate with each other about specific people. So they can not only recognize people, but tell each other what people to avoid and what people have good food. It's wild. Does 14 finally let you be Mithra boys or Gulka girls? Yes. Cat boys were introduced in I think 2.0, as well as female Roagaden, which are their Gulkas. They were both introduced in Realm Reborn, so 2.0. They also introduced bunny boys in the most recent expansion, and they're going to be introducing Ronso girls in the next one. So you could be Final Fantasy X Kimari lady, which is going to be great. 2023! Hey, Horatio. Girls. Hroth girls. So you could be buff cat girl. Can't wait. I hope they're super buff. Aww. It's awesome. But yeah. Corvids are very smooth. They were adding that this expansion? Possibly. They haven't set a clear date, but I'm assuming it's probably going to come with the next expansion. What Final Fantasy race would you wish to get added as a playable race? Loporits. They're already in the game. Let me play as one. Female Hrothgars are coming. You bet. Female Hrothgars in your area. Numo would be pretty good because they are also kind of in the game already. They're in Shadowbringers. You'd have to really work on the armor to get it to fit them, though. Oh, he plays a rat. Oh, Berminsians would be great. Yeah. Yeah, Berminsians would be really good. There are Banga in the game, too, already. Look, Alice. Purebred Doberman Pinscher. Hey. Y'all. The existence of purebred dogs is a moral wrong. It's terrible. It's so cruel to them to breed dogs the way that they do. They have such terrible genetic issues for being this way. It's awful.
Oh, wow, I came in late. But it's Koji time. Of
Hey, Eric.
course it's a depressing but fascinating mess.
Aww. Yeah, it is. Thank you for 25 heckin' months. Welcome back to the Court of Hearts, Your Majesty. Pugs are the ones who suffer the most? Pugs are pretty up there. German Shepherds have a hip disorder where later in life they can barely walk, and that's incredibly cruel. But yeah, most pure breeds will have some kind of degenerative issues because they're just not meant to be like that. If you rescue a pure breed from a shelter or something, awesome, cool, way to go, good stuff. But never buy one from a breeder. That's awful. Get yourself a mutt. They are invulnerable. They will live forever. Anyway, that's the end of my spiel. I don't like the existence of, I don't like people who breed purebreds. Gross. Retrievers also have issues with their back legs. Oh, it sucks. Guard dogs have become more popular since the Snatcher problem started, right? You think that dog's gonna stop a Snatcher? There are manga in the Evil East raids, yeah. Working dog part of the breed, meant to actually be healthy and be able to do work, and then the dog show part of the breed, which is actually fucked up spine and hips. Ugh. 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 Also, there's a fucking great meme out there, about, like, we were just talking because they said it was a pure breed German Shepherd, or, a Doberman Pinscher, so I was just taking it as an opportunity to talk about dog breeding real quick. There was like a meme where it's two people talking about their dog, and it's like dog owners, and they're like, oh, is that a husky? And they're like, no, it's an Akita. And then there was two cat owners, and they're like, oh, what breed of cat do you have? Orange. It's like, fucking great. Yeah. Asshole. Yeah, all cats are assholes to some extent or another. Love an orange boy. Love an orange cat. Love a cheddar baby. Very good. Orange cat's very good. There are cat breed people, yes. They go to like the cat shows and shit, and they're awful. But yeah, I feel like the average cat owner is just like, oh, this is my cat, he's a dick. Love him. Sorry, your cat is a sadistic murderer? I mean, it's true of all cats, pretty much. Pretty much. Oh, especially Rocky. Yeah. 5 orange stripies in my life. I was born into a house with 12 cats. They spend most of their time outside. They were all like outdoor cats. Which I don't know how my parents did. I don't know how you own outdoor cats. That doesn't make sense to me. But it happened apparently. Yep, it was just a burb. Now what do I do? Outdoor cats are an ecological disaster. Yeah, I hear they are kind of invasive. And also at risk of just getting injured and stuff. It's apparently not good to do, but also, I don't know. pugified those cats to hell and back with so many problems breathing and eating and all kinds of stuff. Ugh. Nah. Oh, Kabashi. Cat breeds have not been bred as long or as hard as dogs. So they're on average healthier. I could see it, yeah. There's definitely pure breed cats and they definitely have problems. But it doesn't feel as widespread of an issue. Because I don't think a lot of people go out searching for and purchasing like pure breed cats from breeders, aside from people who want to take them to like shows and shit, which is awful. But I feel like the general populace is the cat owning populace is more in the I want to buy an orange cat kind of camp. My grandma got a cat. My grandma lived in Dayton, Ohio. She owned a bar called it was called Blue Jeans, and it was like a biker bar. So she had her Harley and her Dobermans, and she lived in like downtown Dayton, and she adopted a cat. The cat adopted her because she like opened the door one time and the cat walked in and acted like it owned the place. So she was like, oh, okay. And she called it Soups. It was Super Cat. And he had the biggest chin I've ever seen in a cat. Like he had just like, not the lower jaw, like he had a bit of an underbite, but like just this big ass like crimson chin looking fucking chiseled cat. Yeah. And he was also like pure muscle because he just lived like he was super Giga Chad. Yeah. But yeah, he like lived outside and beat the shit out of raccoons and like lived on the side of the highway and like he was the roughest cat I've ever seen, and she just treated him like an adorable kitten. She was just like she was just like, oh, he's just a big baby. It's like, oh yeah, okay. Oh, hilarious. Super good cat though. All cats are babies. It's true. It's true. I went around to all the houses to get food from everyone. He came around with a little sign saying, please do not feed me. Aww. Aww. The poor little criminal. Orange kitty Maine Coon cat. There's orange Maine Coons? Cute. Dogs hate navigators. Please understand. There's thorns in here. These plants have been genetically altered to have razor-sharp thorns for use in security areas. They are frequently used in upper-class residential neighborhoods. Jesus Christ. I hate that. This is just like that fucking like homeless architecture, but plants. Gross. Which motherfuckers would do that? They probably would, yeah. Yum, how you doing? I am not reading any motion. Are we I supposed to do anything out here? Probably not. Probably return to study. This cat, she is not lost. She's also very affectionate and lives nearby. She is fine. Aww. Aw, that's pretty cute. I love when people play Kojima's older non-Metal Gear work. It's also underrated and overshadowed compared to the Metal Gear series. Yeah, I really like Snatcher. And I super love Policenauts. And I have a pretty good time with them. I also liked Lunar Nights, but maybe not as much. Need to pronounce Neve. Neve? Nev? Neve. I'll do my best. Lunar Nights? Yeah! Lunar Nights was a DS game? A spin-off of Boktai, I think? Oh, it's Irish. Oh! Irish, gotcha. Eve. Okay. I had to learn to pronounce some Irish. I worked at a pub one time. And they were like, there was a whole day of training about crack. They were like, you're gonna learn what it is. You're gonna learn how we do it and why it's important. And that was kind of funny. I have a copy of Lunar Nights. It's pretty good. There's a Lunar Nights reference. Yeah, there's Boktai functionality if you've got Boktai in the bottom slot and Lunar Nights in the top slot of a DS. It uses the sunlight function to like charge up your sunlight gun that you fight vampires with. And there's a reference to it in Metal Gear Solid 4, where if you beat the game under a certain time limit, you can unlock the sunlight gun from Lunar Nights as a weapon. And it does stun damage to most enemies, and you charge it up by standing in the sunlight, and Snake like raises it over his head and yells, "Sunlight!" In order to charge it, which can draw enemies' attention, but it's otherwise silent. And it kills Vamp in one hit. Because he's a vampire. And it's fucking great. That's hilarious. A good little reference. Oh, because he's bisexual, of course. Green Spider JK, thank you for a whole year. Oh my gosh. Thank you so heckin' much. Welcome back to the Court of Hearts, Your Majesty. No, Snake, he's bisexual. All bisexuals are weak to sunlight. That's why we stay inside all the time. That's why we don't go out. I finally played Metal Gear Solid 4 recently, since I finally got my hands on a PS3. Ooh! I hope you enjoyed it. The ending of it is super emotional.
After studying my roommates, I can back up this claim about bisexuals.
I think Metal Gear Solid 4 has some problems. Like, I hate the Beauty and the Beast Corps and everything about them. And their whole presence in the game and their backstories and everything. I just don't like them at all. I love so much of that game, though. Like, I understand the problems people have with Metal Gear Solid 4, but I really like it. It's got some really stupid moments. It's got some really dumb stuff. But the ending is so emotionally charged and such a good send-off to the series that I can't hate it. I just can't. I fucking love them. I fucking love that game. The Rushmore ship, like, oh god, just Best game in the series? It's my second favorite, I think. I think I like Metal Gear Solid 2 the most, and then 4, and then 3. Maybe 1 and then 3. People really like 3, and I don't feel like I like it as much. They're all 10 out of 10. I think they're all great. Metal Gear Solid 2 is like the best game ever made, but I don't know. 3's at the bottom for you. Is this your hottest take of all time? Maybe. I think 3's a little bit overrated for what it is. 3's fantastic. It's super good. It's a 10 out of 10 game. And like it's better than most of the other Metal Gear games. Because like it's definitely better than Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2 and Acid 2, Ghost Babel, Metal Gear Solid 5, there's so many like worse games than it. No, Ghost Babel's great. It's one of the best Game Boy Color games ever made. It's so fucking good. But it's like an 8 out of 10 or maybe a 9. Peace Walker's like a 7. I should fuck. I feel like I'm super off track right now. You know what I need to do? Here, hang on a sec. Okay. Overrated 10 out of 10.
Overrated. 10 tenths.
Alright, okay. Alright, hang on a sec. Let me save my game real quick. Did that save the game? Did it work? Did I save it recently? I probably saved it. It's fine. Hang on a sec. Alright, let me see. Does this have everything on it? Hang on a sec. Oop. Does this one have all of them? Okay. I don't think this one has acid. No, acid 2. Is Ghost Babel on here? No. No, it's not. Okay. HD collection games, Metal Gear Solid games, Metal Gear games. Okay, one of these is going to be a complete list, right? Ooh, this one's got touch on it. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. Twin Snakes is on here. Ghost Babel's on here. Acid's here. Acid 2. Metal Gear 2. Phantom Pain. Ground Zeroes. Okay, I think this is the most complete one I've seen. All right. I think this should work. What do you think? You think this one's okay? All right. Oh, man. All right. And it goes S to F. Perfect. Cool. All right. It's got Snake's Revenge. God, what is the name of Snake's Revenge's villain? It's Kakamine? Kakamami? Fuck, what's his name? I got a better one. Ooh, okay. Oh, it's got Tiger Electronics on it too? Alright. Can I reset it? Is there like a... Oh, there is a reset button. Here we go. Very cool. Alright. Oh, it's got arcade? Yeah. Alright, yeah, we can do this one. I haven't played all these ones, but okay. Yep. Alright. We're gonna talk about Metal Gear because I fucking love these games. Oh, you know what I should do during this? Hang on a sec, y'all like this? We're gonna need Metal Gear music. Dun 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 dun. Here we go. Snatcher's not on the list. Snatcher's not canon. Nor is Police Knots, despite the fact that Meryl is in Police Knots and is a fan of Foxhound. Snatcher takes place in the Metal Gear Solid universe, but it is not a Metal Gear game. Same with Police Knots. Zone of the Enders is decidedly not. That's its own thing. I'm drawing a line in the sand here. Okay. There we go. Yeah, only Metal Gear 1 happened in Snatcher, which is the same as Ghost Babel. But yeah. There we go. Okay, we got some music here. When does one play all the Metal Gear? I've actually been thinking about it. And in fact, if you want to see, I've got, let me see, I can share just a little hinty of what I got going on. Where is... Ah, here we go. Oh gosh, it's so big. Hang on a sec. Oh my gosh. Picture too big. Yeah. Pink Cynicism did this. It is fucking great, and I love it. Yeah, I'm super excited. Big bun energy. You who have surpassed the buns, I present you with the title of Big Buns. Alright, let me see. This is Metal Gear Solid... Oh, geez. Okay, so this is the one that came with VR missions, right? That was released in Europe in the different case. Because Metal Gear Solid is an S tier for me. That game is fucking great. I love it. I think if this is not... Oh, is this the Metal Gear Experience? Oh, this is Integral. Okay. Yeah, right. You're right. Okay. What a weird thing. Is Twin Snakes separate? Better be. Yes, it is. Twin Snakes goes here. It's good, but not as good as Metal Gear Solid. It makes some decisions that are decidedly worse. Gameplay-wise, probably better. It does a lot of things that I like from Metal Gear Solid 2, like the dog tags and being able to non-lethal the whole game, and not increasing your health every time you defeat a boss, which makes this game way harder. This game is a lot easier. It's a lot more fun to play. But also, the direction of the action scenes is much worse. And And I also just kind of like the original voice acting better, but I don't know. Maybe that's just me. What's that about health? So in the original Metal Gear Solid, your health starts out like super low, and your maximum health goes up every time you beat a boss. Like Snake does a little win pose, and there's like a fanfare that plays, and then your life bar goes. And it made the game way harder because you have so much less health in the beginning. In this one, you just have the maximum amount of health all the time, which makes it a much easier game, which is a good thing. It's a very good thing. It's also just easier to play. But yeah, just personally, I like the original better. I never played them and I tried to play Metal Gear Solid 5, but it didn't click for me. Interesting. I would love to replay these games, and I actually plan to replay these games this year. I'm going to do a whole lore through, I promise. It'll be good. Let me see. I guess we should do some of these chronologically, right? So this is the original This is Metal Gear. Yes. Is this Metal Gear NES? No, this is MSX. This is NES. Okay. They're different. The original Metal Gear is perfectly good. I'm actually going to put it in C, and I'm going to add an F rank. Because C is totally just average, super fine. It's same game, it's a fine game. It's good. I like it. It's a little tough to go back to. The way they do colors on here just really... I don't think I need granularity enough to put an E in. I'm gonna be honest. Still making Christmas videos with Cam Clark. That's adorable. Cam Clark's so good. I wish I could do his voice. Like, Liz can do the perfect, like, Solid Snake voice. I can't believe it. But I wish I could do, like, a Cam Clark. Like, brother, I've been thinking a lot how those on the left participate in speed running. And in a Petersonian sense. God, I love him. I love his voice so much. No, Liquid. The fuck are you talking about? Oh. Yeah, Metal Gear is just fine. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good game. It's a little bit clunky in places. It's really hard to go back to. Metal Gear NES fucking sucks. It's still pretty good. Like, it's mostly the same game, except the final boss is a giant computer that you throw grenades at instead of fighting Metal Gear in a game called Metal Gear, and it's weird. It's like the same game, but just worse. It's also just clunkier, and the graphics are slightly worse, and the music sucks. Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake is great. Just a huge improvement on the first one in every way. Yeah, they removed the Metal Gear, the title character from the Metal Gear franchise. It's fucking weird. It's so strange that they did that. But yeah, Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, fantastic. One of, but not the best 2D Metal Gear games. It does have some stupidly obtuse bits, like having to hatch an owl so that a guard thinks that it's nighttime, and then he says, "I feel asleep," and then falls asleep. So you can get past him. There's some really weird puzzles in there. They're dumb. They're really dumb. Uh-oh, the truck have started to move. Yeah. They're really good, though. I love them. A lot of the stuff that we really like in Metal Gear Solid is actually just remakes of stuff from Metal Gear 2. You know the 4 guards that are wearing the stealth camo that attack you in the elevator? Those are a remake of a boss called the 4 Horsemen in Metal Gear 2. There's like so many aspects. Like the cardboard box showed up here for the first time. There's a ton of similarities between them. Metal Gear Solid is almost a remake of Metal Gear 2 in a lot of ways, gameplay wise. It's got a lot of similar bosses too, like the helicopter fight and stuff like that. And it's cool. It's incredible how much people love from Metal Gear Solid 1 was from Metal Gear 2. I feel the same way about people who love Dark Souls, being one of the people that enjoyed Demon Souls. Because every time somebody was like, oh my god, the Bell Gargoyles fight, a second one fucking shows up when the health bar is at half, and I'm like, yeah, like Maneater? And they're like, what? And I'm like, yeah, like the Maneater fight, when you're on the bridge and you fight the Maneaters? I don't know. Like, yeah, there's a ton of stuff in Dark Souls that's just a better version of stuff that Demon Souls was doing beforehand. Same with Dark Souls 2, because there's a fight against like the Looking Glass Knight, which is really similar to the old monk fight in Demon Souls, where it would summon a player character to play as the boss, which is kind of neat. So I don't know. There's stuff. There's stuff. Ghost Babel is a 2D remake of Metal Gear Solid 1. Kind of. But there's enough changes that I don't know. Like Ghost Babel, I'm going to put this at a low A or high B. I'm sorry, I can't do a song with lyrics right now. Wait a minute. Ooh, Legend comes back to life. That's a good one. There we go. What was I talking about? Okay. Totally deserves an A. Okay. I'll give it a low A. It makes a lot of changes. It's got one of my favorite like boss teams in it. Hey Drago, how's it going? It's got Marionette Owl, Slasher Hawk, Pyro Bison, which is just a fucking, it sounds like a Mega Man boss. And Black Arts Viper, as their like, as their team. And they're fucking cool. I love them so much. They're so cool. Yeah, Ghost Babel is kind of a 2D retelling of Solid, but in a universe where Metal Gear 2 never happens. Does Viper do magic? No, sadly, Black Arts Viper is a ninja, and he like sets traps around the room and stuff. But yeah, fucking cool. What a neat game. I absolutely love it. It's probably the best looking Game Boy Color game that I can think of. Up there with like, I don't know, the Oracle's games, I guess. It's super good. It takes everything Solid Snake is doing and does it like slightly better on better hardware. Love it. What a great game. Where is Snake's Revenge? Snake's Revenge is gonna go... Does it deserve a low D or an F tier? Oh, pink. It's pretty bad. It is really bad. It's got... Let me see. If you thought that Metal Gear Rising had the most in-your-face, kinda tone-deaf political commentary. Wait until you hear about Snake's Revenge. Because, oh my god. What a ridiculous game. Hang on. I'm gonna get you a couple characters' names. So Snake's Revenge was made by the American team that I believe worked on the Metal Gear 1 for the NES one. Like the same team made Snake's Revenge when Konami was like, no, there's not going to be a Metal Gear sequel. Kojima, go work on this Penguin game or something instead. I think he did the Penguin game before. So the American team was working on it, and apparently they were in town to, they were in Japan, meeting with Konami about the game, and met Kojima on a train, and were like, oh my god, when are you gonna make a Metal Gear 2? And he was like, I'm not. And they're like, please do. We love Metal Gear so much. And eventually he did. And to this day, I still don't think he's played or knows anything about Snake's Revenge. Capitalism Eagle, Trauma Llama? No. The opposite politics. Kind of the opposite. Kind of pro-American kind of bullshit. Oh my god. Where? There's like side-scrolling sections to it, like Zelda 2. Do they not list these characters' names in here? The Wikipedia article doesn't list the names. Let me check the Metal Gear wiki. Here we go. Shit is so dumb. Here we go. In the packaging of the manual, the main villain's name, which is kept a secret in the game until the end, is given as Hayarola Kakamami, which is a pun on Ayatollah Khomeini, the leader of Iran at the time. What? Fuck you, video game. So yeah. And then obviously it takes place in the Middle East, even though it's in a jungle. And, you know, a bunch of bullshit. I don't know. Snake's Revenge fucking sucks. What a weird game. What a stupid game. I hate it. Lebanon does have jungle. That's true. I think. I'm pretty sure. I don't think Iran does. I mean, Russia's got jungles, obviously. We see them in Metal Gear Solid 3. I think Metal Gear Acid is quite good. I'm gonna give it a low B, but I'm gonna get, no, wait, no, this is Acid 2. I'm gonna put this one here, and then Acid 1 goes here. Acid 2 is quite a step up from the first one. Acid's biggest problem, so Acid is and it's not the skateboarding one. I'll get to that. Acid is a turn-based stealth deck building card game action shooter. So it is grid-based and turn-based, and you can use cards from a deck that you build and open packs for in order to move or use the cards. And there is really nothing like it, and it's very good. It's actually great. You get card packs based on different games. So there's like some generic like Metal Gear packs, but then there's like Metal Gear Solid 1, Solid 2, Solid 3, like different packs, and they have different like cards in them. And there's cards based on a bunch of characters from like Ghost Babel and, you know, all the Metal Gear games that act as like almost not quite summons, but it gives you a little cutscene where that character appears. And they're very fun. Acid 2 included a little cardboard VR goggles that you could put on your PSP so that you could watch cutscenes from Metal Gear Solid 3 in 3D. And you could also play the whole game in 3D. And it worked pretty good, I think. It was pretty good. Acid 2 adds like cell shading and just a better story and better pacing. My biggest problem with Acid 1 is that it's a very slow burn. The first few hours are incredibly boring before it finally lets you just play the fucking card game. Acid 2 throws you into it a little bit more. Although Acid 1 has a team of Marines that were sent in before you called HRT. I don't remember what the acronym stands for. Somebody could fill me in on this. But they're like, there's lines of dialogue that are like, Snake, HRT, the HRT, yeah, HRT has been here. They've left some gifts for you up ahead. And it's like, Snake's a trans man. And it's canon now. Hostage rescue team? Perfect. Alright. Makes sense. But yeah, Acid and Acid 2 both have some pretty cool villains, some neat stuff. I don't know. They're cool games. I really like them. They're very unique. You could jump into Acid 2 without playing the first one. They're not connected. They're not even starring the same Snake. So don't worry about it. So your opinion on like comic cutscene and Poops and Peace Walker. I feel like they're very well done. I just don't like the story of either of those games very much. I would be totally fine with those cutscenes if the writing was better, I guess. They're not the same Snake. Yep. In the Metal Gear Solid games, they tell us that Snake is unclonable because of like Terminator genes or something. But in the Acid games, that doesn't happen. It's a different timeline where, they create a clone of Snake. In Acid 1, I think it's somebody with Snake's memories, like Final Fantasy VII style, like Zack and Cloud, where they just give a guy Snake's memories and hypnotize him into thinking he's Snake. And in 2, I think he's a clone. I could be mixing them up. I could be misremembering. It's been a while since I played them. But you know what? They're both good games, and I like them. I would recommend them. Which Snake is unclonable? All of the Snake clones from the mainline series should be unclonable. Except for Solidus, I think. I think Solidus could be cloned, but never is. Because they said that Solidus is a control with unaltered genes. So, I guess it's possible that one of these snakes was maybe a clone of Solidus, but I don't think that's never established. So I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Does Acid split off from 2 or 1? Acid is a continuation of Ghost Babel, same universe. So the plotline goes Metal Gear 1, Ghost Babel, Acid, Acid 2. Theoretically, they're not super like connected. There's not a lot of mentions between them, so it's partially just I'm piecing this together fan theory wise, but you know. Yeah, those are great. Metal Gear Solid 2 is one of the best games ever made. It's fucking amazing, unparalleled. I don't know if there's a game before or since that has changed my life in such a substantial way as this one. And Substance is... it's almost exactly the same. Substance adds stuff. None of it's, like, important. Substance adds a skateboarding minigame, which is cute. I think it added dog tags for the first time. Or it added more dog tags, which is cool. It added some VR missions, the Snake Tales, like, alternate retellings of stuff. Like, there's you know, there's stuff in it. How based is Metal Gear Acid? Acids aren't base, Boltzmann. They're acid. Acidic is the opposite of base. They can't be. I'd take a chemistry course. Yeah. So like the substance stuff is fine. It's heck. Yeah, it was based on Evolution skateboarding, which Konami was working on, I guess. Anyway. Yeah, Substance adds some stuff. I don't know if any of it's worth playing. Like, it's fine to have, but it doesn't make the game substantially worse or better. So I'm completely neutral on Substance versus the original. They're both great. They're both perfect games. If you want some extra content, it's there. It's just, you know, it's fine. Snake Eater. Is it controversial if I put Snake Eater at the top of A? And I put Subsistence at the bottom of S? I think both of these are very good. I think they're very, very good games. And I love them. They're some of the most emotional experiences I've had in a video game story ever. Subsistence is easily the better version because it has Snake versus Monkey. I'm kidding. It's Snake versus Monkey is very good, but it has a better camera. Yeah, this one has set camera angles like Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2. This one has a free camera option, which is pretty damn good. I like them. Oh, the Secret Theater is also amazing. Yes. Yes. Which I don't think the Secret Theater is in the HD collection, though. I think they took the Secret Theater out of the HD version. They also don't have... the other thing that's not in the HD version is the vampire dream that Snake has. Oh, and it doesn't have Snake versus Monkey, yeah. I think the HD version just doesn't have the subsistence stuff, which is a shame, because I think it makes that game better. The HD version does have the 3D camera, though, weirdly enough. So it's like it has Subsistence's Disc 1, but it doesn't have Disc 2. I don't know. It's weird. And then I'm going to put 4, like... I don't know if 4 goes here or here. Honestly, I don't know. Like, I super honestly don't know if it's better or worse than the original Metal Gear. I have played Ghost Babel, yeah. I actually ranked it right here. And it's very good. 4 is terrible. I hated every moment I played of it. Yeah, but you didn't like Tunic either. So, like, clearly our opinions are going to diverge. The longest loading screen? Yes, it does. I think I'm gonna leave it there for now, and maybe I'll move it around later. But I think it goes there. Hey, Johan, how's it going? I think you underranked 3. I know this is just a personal preference thing. I think 3 is probably, like, holistically a better game than 4. However, I like it slightly less. I don't know if I can explain why. Snake Eater does a lot right. Yes. Oh, that's Snake's Revenge for the NES. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it like this for now, though, because I think this is right. How much of this is hipster talk? Not much. I think Metal Gear Solid 3 is slightly overrated, and I think Metal Gear Solid 4 is slightly underrated, but not by much. Like, not enough to affect my opinion, I don't think. Like, if I was ranking the Silent Hill games, I would rank Silent Hill 2 much lower because of hipster shit. Like, I would put 2 probably at the bottom of S tier because people love it so fucking much that it nearly ruins the franchise for me. So, I don't know. I don't feel that way about Metal Gear Solid 3. I feel like Metal Gear Solid 3, I feel like the people that love it for the right reasons, and it's a fucking amazing game. But how about I do another controversial one, though? Because I can do that, because I think Metal Gear Rising is okay. I think it's fine. I think the music's really good. And that's about it. I know people fucking love this game, and I'm just like, yeah, it was fine. Like, the gameplay's okay, the story's bad, the dialogue is enjoyably cheesy. Oh god, there was another compliment I had redeemed a while ago. And I think it was about Silent Hill remakes. And I don't know if I could do that. I'm not strong enough. I am not strong enough. Compliment Metal Gear Rising. I love Blade Wolf. I love Raiden's stupid sombrero. I love the music. I think the gameplay is good. If you like Platinum games, which I am lukewarm on. And the story is dumb. Which is the reason I play a Metal Gear game. Metal Gear Solid 2 is a game about how a vast system outside of our control are the reason for the conditions in our society, that trying to personify those forces is foolish, and how everyone is inevitably bound together by the forces of the past. 4 is a game about how vast forces outside of our control are the reason for the conditions of our society, but that these forces are perpetuated by people with names and you can explode their computers. Yes, I think I agree with that. It's a little bit of a shame that they take the ambiguous ending of Metal Gear Solid 2 and give too many definitive answers about it, because like the existence of the Patriots are not supposed to be people. They're not supposed to be AIs. They're supposed to be like, you know, a representation of the systems of like capital and politics that exist in the world, that were created by people but that have spun out of control. They're supposed to represent like the founding fathers who set about to create the best possible country they could envision, but that vision is outdated and has led to a disgusting amount of toxicity and war crimes being done in their name, and that the systems of global oppression and particularly capital are so far beyond anyone's control that they can only be dismantled. And 4 kind of softens that a little bit to give us a villain. But they do make the villain British, which is the root cause of all of America's problems. So I do understand that. America being founded by the British is the cause of so many problems. The actual best part? Go on. I did love 2 old men punching each other. It's very good. I legit cried at the ending of that game. It was very good. Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater 3D is the least good version of Metal Gear Solid 3. I'm sorry, the second worst version of Metal Gear Solid 3. There is a pachinko version, which I guess would be slightly worse. But yeah. The 3DS does not control well. Yeah. The 3DS does not work well controlling that game. Sadly. Other than that, it's fine. It's just fine. It's pretty good. It's fine. Works significantly better on the new 3DS? Oh, because you've got the little nubbin for the camera control? Maybe. Yeah, playing this with 1 analog stick fucking sucks, though. Metal Gear Online came with 3. I don't play a lot of online games, but it's pretty good. I don't like it as much as Acid. I played a bit of it. Online with 4, I think I liked better because it added kind of a cool gameplay mode where one person plays as Snake and the other like everybody else plays as soldiers, and like the Snake person has like optic camouflage and like a bunch of guns and like superpowers and shit, and it actually was pretty cool. So I liked that. This was like playing a PS2 game online is very hit or miss. I might drop this down a little bit and probably put it down here. But yeah, 4 online was a lot of fun, actually. Tiger Electronics Snake's Revenge is a Tiger Electronics game. Have you ever played one of those? You know what they play like. They all play the same. Sure sounds jank and arcadey. It kind of is. I mean, it's a fun little time waster, I guess. But like all of the fucking Tiger Electronics are the same thing. Metal Gear Poops sucks. Poops Plus is worse. I hate them. I don't like them at all. I really hate these games. The fuck is Poops? Portable Ops. P-O-O-P-S. Portable Ops. Yeah, I don't like Portable Ops at all, and I Portable Ops Plus is just more missions for Portable Ops. With less story, and they're bad. And Peace Walker is slightly better. But not much. I don't like Peace Walker. So sue me. Like, I get where people would like Portable Ops and Peace Walker, but I do not enjoy them at all. I feel like they're very bad. Paz looks like an adult. If Paz was an adult and there wasn't so much weirdness about Strangelove and her like lesbian relationship with the boss,
Rocket Peace.
that was just treated really weird, and then the boss's AI driving the Metal Gear into the ocean while singing, and some really bad boss fights against several different Metal Gears that I didn't particularly love. I don't... I don't dislike the boss drowning herself. Yes, and of course Hot Coldman, who is barely in the game. But like, I feel like the characterization of the boss is not quite right. Like, I never quite felt okay with it. And it's like, you could explain that by being like, well, it's not the boss, it's her brain and an AI, right? But like... That's really cool. The stuff with Big Boss is pretty good. Yeah. The stuff with Big Boss is fine. It's fine. It's fine. I don't like it. I don't like Chico. I don't like Paz. I don't like Hot Coldman. I don't particularly like Strangelove, and I should, because she should be really cool on paper. And I don't super like Kaz in this game. Like, I don't like Miller. And everybody hates Huey for good reasons. Kaz is hot in Peace Walker. He's pretty hot, and you do get to hang out with him on the beach in a Speedo. And that's hot and cool. And he's better in this game than he is in 5. Because Kaz fucking sucks in this game. Ocelot isn't in Peace Walker? No. So is Phantom Pain better or worse than Portable Ops? I think it's better than Portable Ops Plus. I think it's better than Portable Ops, but it might not be as good as Peace Walker. Really good gameplay. It's also just way too fucking long, and the story is terrible, and I hate all the characters. And it's such a missed opportunity because they kept, like, oh man, here's my biggest complaint. It's the biggest, stupidest complaint that I don't see anybody else complaining about. Like everybody complains about stuff like Quiet and like the stupid parasites and whatever. But like, here's my biggest problem, which is kind of just, it's not even something that I have an issue with, but it's indicative of the overall product. In Metal Gear Solid 1, they establish that Revolver Ocelot is a Russian-born KGB operative who is so enamored with Wild West movies that he became a fucking cowboy. Okay? Which is the silliest plot for a character, right? In Metal Gear Solid 5, there is never an instance where Ocelot calls you and goes, "Hey, Snake, have you seen this movie that came out about 15 years ago called Stagecoach? It's one of the greatest westerns ever made. They did all their own stuff." Like, just like, he should have an hour-long conversation with you about what western films came out in 1984. Like, there's no reason why Ocelot shouldn't be just talking about how much he fucking loves westerns. You know? And it's like, he just has no personality whatsoever. And it's indicative of a larger problem with the whole game, which is there's no personality in it. Like, none of these characters I want to spend time with and talk to the way I wanted to talk about Godzilla with Paramedic, or the way that I could listen to, oh god, what's her name, on the Save channel for Metal Gear Solid 1, talk about, like, Chinese proverbs and sayings and stuff, you know? Or, like, oh god, there's a character in Metal Gear Solid 1 that nobody fucking calls, because she doesn't do anything in the plot. And she's, like, a cigarette-smoking, like Russian, yeah, Natasha, and she's so fucking cool, and I love talking to her, but, like, nobody talks about her because she doesn't do anything in the story, which is fine. Oh, she's Ukrainian? I totally forgot. But, like, she's got some really interesting conversations to have with you, and in Phantom Pain, everybody's just, like, talking about whatever mission they're doing, and it's like, okay. Like, almost all of the conversations in here are entirely utilitarian, and nobody's gonna sit there and talk to you about politics or muff or whatever, aside from a few brief ones with Code Talker, which is like, I feel like those conversations could have been a lot more. And then you have a denouement with the villain where you sit in the back of like a jeep, and you're supposed to be talking about how the English language is used as a tool of colonialism, and they just say that and then stop, and that's it. That's the whole conversation. He just says that to Snake, and then Snake says nothing, and it's awkward and weird, and you sit there in silence for the next 2 minutes as the Jeep drives across the level. I just Metal Gear Solid 5 is fine as a game, but as a Metal Gear fan, all I see are the gaps where it could have been better. Does that make sense? It just, the only thing I can notice is the negative space. And it's such a shame. There are a couple conversations where Kaz talks about burgers.
Is Kaz's Burger Odyssey.
And they're the best part of the game. They're the best fucking part of the game. Because it's like, oh god, these are human beings talking about fucking cheeseburgers. Good. Ground Zeroes is slightly better. I actually like Ground Zeroes. Ground Zeroes has a mission where you fight Snatchers. It's fun. You know what? I'm gonna bump Ground Zeroes up to here. I'm gonna give it to my boy Ground Zeroes. Shouldn't have been $40. Should have been a $20 game. At most. Terribly mispriced. It wasn't 60. I don't think. I think it was 40. But yeah, it shouldn't have been 40. It should have been like 10 or 20 bucks. It was freaking fan commercial for Forgotten Burgers. Oh my god. Yeah, terribly overpriced. It's it's got a cool mission where you can play as Raiden and you're hunting down Snatchers. I think that's great. I like that all of the soldiers have unique faces and names and patterns. I love that when I played this game, I noticed that there's a guard that every once in a while will walk in between two buildings for a couple minutes and for like a couple seconds and then come back out. And I went underneath that building to sneak up on him, and I noticed a pile of cigarette butts on the ground, and I realized he was ducking in between two buildings so that he could smoke without being seen by the cameras. There's just little details like that I really loved about this game. It's great. There's cute little moments in this game that are very good. And it had a lot of promise. I think I liked it better than Phantom Pain. Although, they did also put a bomb in Paz's vagina, and that's fucking weird and gross, and what is wrong with you, video games? So now I'm going to dock it a few points, and I'm going to put it underneath Peace Walker. Okay. Gross. I just remembered that happened, so that sucks. Fuck you, video games, for being video games. Kojima be normal about women? The only game where that's normal about women is in Metal Gear Solid 3, where they're great about it. Eva and the boss are fucking good. Like, they're so well written. I love them both. They're great. I don't understand. There must have been like a co-writer or something. I don't... Whoever that was, get them back. It got so much worse. Like, there's a couple dumb moments in one, like fucking Meryl being like, I'm more comfortable with this Desert Eagle than I am with a bra, or like Sniper Wolf being like, when I kiss my prey, they never get away. I have marked you as my prey. Like, there's a couple dumb moments, but it's not terrible. It's not bad. It's just kind of like American action movie. Meryl's butt to identifier, which is actually a thing that happens in Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. That's a thing that happens with one of the soldiers in Metal Gear 2. It's just they ported it to Metal Gear Solid 3. That's another just thing that happens. Yeah, in Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, there's a soldier that's, there's somebody that you're supposed to meet that's disguised. And she is dressed up as an enemy soldier, and she's doing a little hip sway in her, like, little sprite animation. It's like, that's how you identify her, and then when she spots you, she runs into the bathroom and you talk to her there, and this is funny. Which Metal Gear is the gayest? Maybe 4? It's either 1 or 4, right? I mean, Ocelot's in Metal Gear Solid 3, and he's fucking flamboyant, and I love him. My fucking disaster boy. 4's got a pretty good kiss, though. And some butt. It's got some good butt shots. But yeah, I don't know. They're all pretty gay. They're all pretty gay. You know, give them the old Russian tongues. I can't believe that. Oh my god. Give him the old Russian tongue. Are you for thinking Old Snake is hotter than Solid Snake? No, I understand that. For sure. I get that. Is it Peace Walker or Poops that has the sauna scene? I think it's Peace Walker, because it's got the beach scene too. But unfortunately, you can also take Paz to the beach. And that's gross. Ew. But yeah, no, take Kaz to the beach instead. Much better. Yeah, gross. Metal Gear Survive goes down here. It's the worst game in the series. It's fucking awful. It's worse than the Pachinko games. Fuck that game. Fuck it. to death. Obviously, just the worst. A lot of these are... Oh, I could do VR missions. VR missions is fine. It's okay.
So what Tuesday are we playing Metal Gear Survive 5?
I own it. I've played it. I could stream it. I won't do it alone, though. I'm gonna find me some Metal Gear fans to subject to that. I don't know. Maybe I'll make Spacey Ian play it or something. I'm gonna get other people to suffer with me. I won't do it by myself. I haven't played mobile or either touch. I think these ones are the visual novels. I haven't played Intergrade because I think it came out in Europe. I don't know if it came out in the US. Valium! It's always a joy to see you, my little friend. My goodness. I hope you've been doing well. I hope you've been working on your music, and I hope it's making you happy. You delightful friend. Metal Gear Solid got novels. It got visual novels, and I think it got a couple of games that were like retellings of other games in the comic book style of like Peace Walker or Poops. Where they made like a comic book retelling of Metal Gear Solid 1. But I don't quite remember. I think that's a thing. I can't be expected to know everything about Metal Gear Solid, no. I don't remember this Metal Gear Online, but I think it came out around the same time as... Did this come out at the same time as 5 as a standalone thing in Japan? I didn't play it. It sounded came out in Europe and you refused to play it on principle. Oh no. I've been very mean to the British today, and I don't mean to be. I hate the concept of Britain as a state. I don't hate British people. I just want to be clear.
It's broken.
I feel sorry for British people that they have to live there. But I also feel sorry for Americans that we have to live here. So. I just want to be clear. Online 3 was the Metal Gear Solid 5 online mode, but it wasn't available at launch. I see. Oh, right. This is the one where you invade other people's, where you invade the Outer Havens, right? Okay. Yeah, I did play this. Shoot.
Listen, I'm just here to make hee-hee jokes, make the gun laugh, and draw big frames. I do what I can.
But I don't give a shit. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, you aren't obligated to feel anyway about that kind of stuff. Let me see. I think I actually liked this quite a bit. It's got some fun base building mechanics. You can also play as your create a character in it. And you can play as some of your recruited soldiers, which was kind of neat. I think later on they added the ability to play as like Ocelot or Quiet, but I'm not 100% on that. I think I stopped playing before that happened. If that happened. I want to say it's pretty good. As far as asynchronous multiplayer games go, pretty cool. Their own mechanics. Yeah, that's kind of rad. I mean, it's not the first time you got to play as Ocelot, because Metal Gear Solid 3 had an Ocelot unit, and you could play as named characters like Ocelot, and I think Volgan. So, yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna put it like here. I'm gonna put it in here. It's pretty good. It's pretty fun. I haven't actually done the visual novel stuff, so I don't know. I think these are the visual novel ones. I'm pretty sure these are. I haven't actually watched them, or played them, or read them. Whatever you do with visual novels, I don't know. Is this Ganbate Snake? I don't know what this is either. The digital graphic novel. I apologize. So less gameplay then. I don't remember what this is either. And I haven't played any of the mobile ones. So I'm not going to rate those. I'm not going to rate them. I don't feel like I could give those a fairer shake. I also haven't played arcade. I do need to play... I do need to play at some point Silent Hill Arcade. Because somebody has made an emulator for that. No Brawler Ultimate though. Yeah. And no Snatcher or Police Knots. Although I'd probably rank Snatcher probably like a maybe a low A. I don't know where I'd put Snatcher on here. I don't know if I could rank it among Metal Gear games. That's a tough one. I really like Police Knots too. I don't know where I'd put that one either. I'd probably put them around here. Maybe like a high B, low A. They've got the same problem, which is there's a little bit too much like getting stuck. Thoughts on the microwave hallway scene? It's probably one of the most effective uses of a gameplay of a quick time event in a video game period. I cannot think of one better. It's absolutely fucking brilliant. 10 out of 10. Would microwave again. Can you think of another series where 4 numbered games are an S tier? Just all perfect games? Yes! Yes! Silent Hill, baby! I don't know. I'd put Silent Hill 4 in S tier. Well, maybe a high A tier. Yeah, low S tier. High A tier. Okay, maybe Silent Hill 4 is close. It's like A tier for sure. I like it. That's probably yeah. Yeah, there's no other Silent Hill games that would get close to S tier, so yeah, maybe three in S tier. Okay, yeah. So the theme of the game is birth. Hey, did you know? Did you know? Medusa! Oh my goodness. Hello! Redusa! Heckin' adorable. Hello? You beans? How are y'all doing? Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for the raid. What were you playing today? I'm just over here ranking all the Metal Gear games. you know, for funsies. Hades! Oh! That's a good game. You know what I say? Hades! This is a pretty good game. Nuts. Trying to beat Hades in 4 runs or less on a fresh save file? Jeez. That sounds brutal. Fun, but brutal. I wish you the best of luck.